Good morning, everybody. Welcome on in. How is everyone? How are we feeling Monday-wise? How are we feeling energy-wise? How are we feeling aura-wise? Are our auras feeling healthy? Is that a thing I can ask? Is that impolite? Lely, welcome in. Plumbat, welcome in. Paige the Gemini, welcome in. Gabzilla, welcome in. How's the Midwestern daddying? Fluid Binosaur, welcome in. Goopus McGurg, please leave. BBGB, welcome in. Elvira, welcome in. It's good to see everybody. How are we? I think my aura is broken today. Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that. Can we get an aura repair person to Paige's house? Would that be a witch or vegan? I hope somebody gets that reference. Mango, welcome in. How's it going? How is everybody? How are we? How are we? I hope you're having a lovely Monday. Did we all have a good weekend? I gotta be honest with y'all. I woke up and didn't want to get out of bed. Forced myself out of bed, took a shower, listened to my audiobook. I was like halfway through driving home. From dropping Space Ghost off this morning, and I was just like, I feel like I got hit by a very sleepy truck. Like I just want to crawl back into. I'm like drinking coffee like it's my ding dang job. I just want to crawl back into bed. Oro reparo. Is that the spell? Does that work? I was like, how the heck is it already Monday? Right? This weekend felt like it flew by. It went so fast. I was so busy yesterday. I think part of the reason that I'm so tired this morning is that I was very busy yesterday. I was like all over the place busy. Just nonstop. Well, I mean, I got like a 3-hour break in the middle of the day. I also, I forgot to eat dinner yesterday. And then when I was on my way home at almost 9 o'clock at night, and I was like, well, I'll stop at the Wendy's and I'll get some dinner. And out of my medium fry, like 3 or 4 of the fries tasted like butt cheek. I don't know a better way to describe. I felt like I was eating like trash for a second. It was so gross. It was so gross. I rolled down my window and I spit out the fries. And then I ate the rest of them because they were fine. They were like, it was so weird. It was so weird. I've never had that happen before. It was just like there were like a couple of like gross rotten fries in the middle and the rest were fine. Well, I don't know. I feel betrayed and tortured by this happening. Cozy, welcome in. Good to see ya. I'm real tired, like out of nowhere. I'm real tired this morning. Nearly poured cat food into my yogurt instead of cereal. Oh no. Oh no. My toddler got upset this morning because I fed the cats without her. She was lounging on the couch, and when she realized I was feeding the cats, she came to investigate because she likes to help me feed the cats, which is very cute. But then when she realized that it was already done, we had a little bit of a meltdown. Cozy, thank you for redeeming a stretch. I think I'm gonna need that. That might help wake me up. I don't know. What if I just dance like the Skids from Letterkenny for a while? Maybe that'll wake me up. Today and yesterday I was so eepy. I'm convinced it was because there was a full moon. Oh, I was out werewolfing all night and don't remember. Aw, man. I forgot that we're all werewolves. Is that true? Are we all werewolves? Hey, can I be the first person to say this morning? Whoop. Both of my birds have become very talkative since you appeared on my screen. I don't know what that means. Maybe the government doesn't want me watching this stream. There was right before, like I went live and I looked out my window and there were like 3 little birds sitting on the doorstep. No, sitting on the little fence that's outside my window. I was like, they're watching me. So like maybe they're in cahoots. Maybe they work for the same government agency. Yeah, werewolfing and not remembering. You never know when you're actually partying in werewolf. I hear those werewolf parties are a hoot. A howling good time. Full of lunatics. Wait, no. Everybody needs a Monday morning toddler meltdown to start their week. You know, it'll wake you up. That's for sure. It'll wake you up and make you want to go back to sleep. Whatever happens in werewolfing stays in werewolfing and not my choice, because I never remember. I think sometimes about when I was a camp counselor. The first night that I was ever a solo counselor, like I was the only counselor for a cabin of kids. My first 2 weeks there, I had a co-counselor, so there was like another person to help you out and like cover bases and whatnot. But my second week I was solo, and I was really nervous about it. And the very first night I had a kid who sleepwalked. He didn't know that he sleepwalked. He was from France. He didn't know that he sleepwalked. In the middle of the night, I wake up because kids are shouting at each other, and I climb down the ladder, and I see that French kid is sitting in another kid's bed. And they're like arguing. And I was like, what's going on? And both of them were like, he's in my bed. And I was like, no, French kid, your bed is over there. And he's like, I just woke up here. This must be my bed. And I was like, my guy, you were sleepwalking. Go back to your bed. And he's like, my foot hurts. And I was like, what? And he's like, my foot hurts. And he picks his foot up. And he's barefoot. And he's got this big old cut in his toe, his big toe. There's just like a flap of skin hanging off, because apparently when he was this story's about a child, Cably. We can't make them show feet. He apparently, when he was sleepwalking across the cabin in the middle of the night, he cut his toe wide open. Your feet perv. Wait, why do you want to see pervert feet, Cably? You perv. I think that what happened was, like, they were bunk beds. I think that he just like went to climb up the other bunk bed and just like sent his foot right into it or something. I don't know. Is the only thing that is seeing my feet is the only thing that makes you feel anymore? Cable, you will see my feet. Well, you'll see my shoes probably. Probably not my real dogs in person later today. Relax. But that was the night that I was working with teenagers too. Like the two things that I didn't want to do when I signed on to be a camp counselor, this was my first summer, is I didn't want to be a solo counselor. I always wanted to have a co-counselor, and I didn't want to work with teenagers. I was comfortable with any other age group because I'd worked with them before. And my second cabin that I had was a solo counselor with teenagers. And you know what? After that night, I was like, I can handle anything. If I can handle sleepwalking kid getting a semi-serious injury in the middle of the night, I'm fine from here, you know? And I was right, and I ended up loving working in teen camp. Like that is actually my favorite age demographic to work with, because like teenagers, when they're in a space where like they're out of their like normal friend groups and whatnot, and they're at a place that is like very intentional about like the activities that they're doing, thoughtfulness, pushing themselves out of their comfort zone, having serious conversations and stuff, they're real cool. They're real cool to talk to, because they're figuring out who they want to be. And even if you're not that much older than them, you can like see what their goals are, like what their strengths are, these kinds of things, and you can offer them a lot of advice, which is really cool. Because a lot of teenagers, it turns out, are just real insecure, and they want somebody to tell them that like they're doing okay and that it's gonna be okay. And to be that person is like super cool, super freaking cool. And they think you're the bee's knees because you work at a freaking summer camp, you know? You have the fun job. I think most teenagers, Paige, hate being a teenager. And honestly, I think that's what's part of being cool. Or I think that's part of what's cool about working with teenagers is that, like, if you understand that, if you can be like, yo, you're at a place in life where everything's awkward and so much stuff sucks, but like you're going to come out on the other side and you can do really cool things on top of it. Like, ka-chow. It's very rewarding. It's very rewarding. Those fries you ate did you dirty. Were they laced with something? You're making no sense, teenagers suck. Hear me out. Teenagers in their natural environment always suck. That's not 100% true, but teenagers in their natural environment where they're comfortable and they have the advantage, usually rough. If you stick them in the woods away from their friends, they know that they don't have like the power of space, right? They're in a place that is intentionally there for them to have fun and to do like things outside of their comfort zone. They let down their guard on all of that. Like, they don't care if their friends think they're cool because their friends aren't there. And if you can catch them before they like click up, before they like make little clicks, and you can be like, hey, what if we're like cool to each other and we decide that the thing that we're going to do over the next 2 weeks is be cool and support each other, like, it's very cool. It's very cool. That may have just healed a part of my inner teenager. Aw. Wait, I'm an adult and things are still awkward and suck. Plumback, can I be the first person? Wait, no, don't take kids into the woods. Don't take teens into the woods. I mean, like, there are proper ways to do it. Plumbat. Can I be maybe the first person to tell you that it's gonna be okay and you're gonna come out on the other side and you're gonna do cool things and you're gonna be a cool person. You're just extending out the teen years a little bit. Let me provide that for you. that assurance that things will be okay. I think that most people think that they're especially middle school, like early teen years. Oh, I don't know that I know a single person who loved their early teen years. Like, you can take teens into the woods as part of. This is how cults start. This is how cults and episodes of podcasts start. Goop's gonna end up on a podcast. Stick them in the woods with no way to get back on their own. Yep, sounds good. I mean, like, if. The problem is that's true. Like, we're taking it a bit out of context, but that is true. What about three-nagers? Could use some advice there. I'll let you know when I get there, Gabs. My 2-year-old feels sometimes like a bit of a three-nager. She's getting there a little bit early. I can't wait for 3. Imagine not only going into the woods where you can't get back, but also doing it with a church group. Sounds culty to me. Oh, okay. I didn't say a church group. I worked for a Y camp. I mean, I did go to church camp as a kid. I went to church camp for like 8 years or something. And you know what? I had a lovely time. I had a very lovely time. And, you know, I can only think of 6 or 8 handfuls of scarring experiences that came from that. So can I tell you the wackest thing? Can I tell you the wackest thing? It's kind of on point. Kind of on point here. I'm from a teenager who lost it all. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just kind of existing on a floating rock with colors, trying to figure out. Elvira, I'm going to tell you a big old secret. Before I tell you the wackest thing that has ever happened to anyone in my life, probably, maybe, I'm going to tell you a big old secret. 99% of people feel that way. 99% of people feel like they are a lost adult. Like 99% of adults feel like they are a lost adult, just floating along, trying to figure things out, acting like they know what they're doing. And the 1% that don't feel that way were either born very, very wealthy or have themselves fooled. I say this as a man who spends all of his days broadcasting on the internet. Why did I join the stream and immediately get called out? I'm so sorry, Alex. We're apparently we're doing existential thoughts, and also camp counselor Goop. So like this comes out on the other side in a good place. Like we're all gonna feel good and wholesome, because we have each other at the very least, and we exist as part of a generation that, for one of the first times in modern human history, is willing to say out loud, like, we feel lost and that's okay, but like we'll figure it out together. Like I feel like today, the year of our Gourd 2024, we have so much less expectation on ourselves. Like there's so much less fronting, you know? We're not putting on nearly as much as past generations have of the like, we have to have it all together and whatnot. Like, I think that's really, really cool. I think that's really, really cool. Also, being in your 20s is weird, feeling like I should have figured it out by... I'm 31. I'm 38, Elvira, and I do not have it figured. I mean, we're all 38 is the thing. But I'm 31 and still like on the daily feel like, what am I gonna be when I grow up? Am I gonna grow up? Okay, let me tell you why. Welcome to our 38s. Let me tell you why. Lely, you might not believe me. But I promise. If you came along with me when I was a camp counselor, if you were there and you had the experience that I did, you'd be like, yeah, teenagers are kind of cool. Sometimes they're real whack too, but sometimes they're kind of cool. When they let down all the pretense, which is what we're all trying to do. Also, Alex, welcome in. It's really good to see you. Also, Relay, welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to echo Plumbat there. It's so normal. Let me tell you the wackest thing. The wackest thing that I have ever heard an institution ever do. Besides like all of the terrible like capitalism and ish like that. My wife went to a Bible college. And part of their onboarding, part of their orientation was they had to go, they were grouped up. And this has been happening for years and years and years. They were put into a group with other freshmen, other people who were new to this university, and they had to go on a camping trip, like a rustic camping trip in the woods. And as part of this camping trip, one of the things that they were required to do, and nobody was allowed to get out of it, even if they were a vegetarian, they had to restrain, kill, like behead, and cook and eat a chicken. They didn't have to eat it if they were a vegetarian, but they still had to participate, like a live chicken. As like a friggin' 18-year-old. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being forced to go into the... What a ridiculous thing. And like everyone that goes to that school just has this like, haha, yeah, we all have this messed up shared trauma about this chicken. Like people just mentioned the chicken and everyone's like, oh yeah, that sucked. Why'd they make us do... Like, I've not heard of a single person who had a positive experience from this. I can't handle it. Isn't that the wackest thing you've ever heard? Isn't that the wackest thing you've ever heard? Trauma bonding, never a faster way to make friends. I hate that that's... I mean, there's probably a good deal of truth in that. But it that's the stupid stuff that like when I worked at the summer camp, we had alumni all the time who would reach out to us and be like, hey, why don't we do this thing that we used to do? And we'd be like, because it was super dangerous, traumatic, or really, really appropriative of native cultures. And we don't do that ish no more. And they'd be like, well, can we bring it back? And we'd be like, no, because our insurance won't let us, first of all. And two, kind of whack of you to ask that. You had to go whitewater rafting with your school? I didn't have to do nothing. I opted into a 1-week leadership camp before classes started. And you know what? I had a lovely, safe, thoughtful time entirely on campus with no chicken murder involved. Oh. You know, I just had a thought. I just had a thought. Let me check something. Okay, here's the thought. The coffee that I'm drinking today from my coffee advent calendar is a hot buttered rum coffee. And I'm wondering if part of the reason that I'm feeling sleepy this morning was there actual rum in this? Am I getting schwasty at 9 o'clock in the morning? Did I accidentally have some spiked coffee? My goodness. Y'all, I'm going to load up Palia here. We might as well just do a just chatting stream all day because I'm enjoying talking to you all so very, very much. But instead, I'm going to like romance some people in Palia, I guess. Day drunk on a Monday. It's more likely than you think. Here, does everybody want some? Enjoy. Yum, 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 yum. Slip, 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 slip. Can I tell you the reason I bought this coffee cup? You see this? This is from I used to work for a YMCA camp. The Y logo in the middle there. I bought this camp specifically because it is illegal by YMCA branding. It is a misprint. They only sold it to staff members to clear inventory, but technically you're supposed to have, you see as wide as the is and the Y logo, right? There's like the. You're supposed to have that much space all the way around the logo, and there very clearly is not on the corners. It's illegal branding. They broke their own brand standards. And then when they realized it, they were like, we cannot by policy sell this to visitors. So, and I was like, well, I want the bad branded thing. I want the thing that breaks the rules. Give it to me. It's true. There's no indicator based just on looking at it on what's in this cup. It could just be straight up rum. It could have been coffee, right? We've all had our coffee, right? Now I need to find alcoholic coffee for reasons. It's my job. My job is the reason. Oh no, it doesn't say stoner camp. It says storer camps. It's a name. STORER. Stoner camps would be a different experience. There were definitely some people who worked there that for them it was stoner camps. I was not one of them, for the record. They did random drug testing, and I was not interested in losing my job. Although I'm curious because they always told us. There we go. They always told us when we worked there that during the time that I worked there, the devil's lettuce became legal in the state of Michigan. And when it became legal, we got an email from our boss that said, you are still, like, by company policy, we are, like, you're still not allowed to partake in the devil's lettuce because this camp is owned by the YMCA of Toledo, an Ohio organization, and it's still illegal in Ohio. But as of last year, I think, 'tis now legal in the state of Ohio. Or maybe it's as of this year, honestly. So I'm really wondering what their policy is now. In college, folks would come to class with cocktails in Sonic cups. Oh no, Purple Blur, welcome in. I don't have any any interest in being inebriated in a place where someone might ask me a question that requires a lot of thought. You know? Like that thought makes me very uncomfortable. Like the idea of being drunk or even like just kind of tipsy and having a professor call on me for like literally anything, even to ask me my name. I like that makes me very I would freak out in that situation. Colorado was one of the first places to legalize, and a lot of companies still drug test for it and require that it's clean. Yeah. Well, and especially because it's still federally illegal. Like it's a whole thing. You know what? This has been an interesting string of conversations this morning. We've talked about sleepwalking, werewolves. We've talked about summer camp. We've talked about chicken murder. We've talked about the devil's lettuce. We've talked about whitewater rafting. I rappelled off and back up a 200-foot cliff in college for a rope safety class. That's dope. I did a good amount of like rock climbing and rappelling, both when I worked for the camp and when I was in the Boy Scouts. Which, like, shocker, is anyone surprised that I was in the Boy Scouts? But nothing 200 feet. That's really cool. About as exciting as it got for me the rest of my time was spent in the library by choice. I think I went to the library twice my entire college experience. When I was at university. When I was in community college, there weren't that many buildings, so the library was just like one of the places that you could hang out, and so I hung out there because they had computers. They had places I could charge my laptop and internet access. I freaked out if they called on me in general. Right, yeah. So now imagine then being inebriated on top of that. That's a no for me, dog. That's a no for me. Yeah, we had a policy, Plumbat, that if you like caused any kind of property damage while you were working, you would immediately get drug tested. Like regardless, like it was no longer a random drug test. It was they would call you into the office and make you do one, like right there. Oh, see, I never got to go to Philmont. Not even a little bit surprised. No one ever is. When I tell them that I'm an Eagle Scout, they're never like, oh, wow, that you don't see. They're like, yep, that tracks real hard. Did they? Oh, there's snow for the winter. I was like, did they change some of the coloration on some of it? It's snow. There's just like a touch of snow. That's nice. That's lovely. I always wanted to go to one of the high adventure bases. I either wanted to go to Philmont Scout Ranch or Sea Base, and I just never got the opportunity. Yo, Mars is Lost. Welcome in. How's it going? How's your Monday? I just got like a little bit dizzy. This might be an interesting day for me. This might be. I don't have plans on what I want to do. I could continue. Wait. Oh, I thought I got the yellow one. So I still need the red one. I could go back and do more fishing. I could open this chest. I got a makeshift bed. Would anybody like a bed? I did a 100-foot Jacob's ladder once. That was terrifying. When I was in... So when I worked for the summer camp, I ran the high ropes course, which was really, really cool. I have like a slight fear of heights, but like I always really loved the experience of climbing like 30 feet into the air for the high ropes course. And then like at first you're like terrified, and then 20 minutes later you're like, okay, I just feel natural and normal up here. This feels fine. I always loved that. When I was in Boy Scouts, they have this program called Cope that's supposed to include a bunch of like high adventure stuff. But I went to summer camp that year at the very beginning of the summer season, and their high ropes course hadn't been safety tested yet. And so it didn't get tested until the middle of the week, and we could only do one day of high ropes anything on like the very last day. And we got to do like one element, and it was super boring. And that's my trauma. That's it right there. I have my first job now. It's part-time and I attend a work Christmas party thing and I got to see my boss really, really drunk. Oh no. Oh, she was a very fun drunk. That's good at least. That's good at least. Love being in our university library so much. I worked as a part-time librarian there. That's super cool. Also, welcome in, Reese. How's it going? That's super cool. I just had this for a company-wide ticket. It was the best to see. I've never... That's not true. That's not quite true. I'm trying to think of how much I should share. There was a time when we hosted a conference. We hosted a conference at the camp, and Thursday night, like it was like a week-long conference, like a Monday to Friday type deal. And Thursday night, the night before the last day, everybody would like just find a local bar and just... They would drink, as John Mulaney said, they would drink like they were in the Civil War and doctors were coming to saw their legs off. And I had drank with like my immediate supervisor and the supervisor above that before, like my boss above that. But the big boss of the company showed up and drank like it was the end times, and what an experience. What an experience.
What in the world? Why are there so many...
Yo, Shirley! Diggity dang!
Too many boys. Everybody listen up, there's a raid on our shore. Grab your weapons, time to defend both the windows and doors. We need to push these raiders back, knock them down to the floor. Then we'll throw them to the wolves and fire cannons.
Exclamation defend!
We must defend! Till these dastardly raiders meet their end. We must defend! We must defend! Send them straight back to the evil place they... Oh, what is that? Never mind, they're friends.
Shirley, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that so much. I hope you're having an absolutely lovely Monday. I hope you're feeling more awake than I am. To be honest, I know I joked about this having rum in it.
I like you.
Errol, thank you for the 7. I like you. Biddies, I like you too. I hope you're having a great Monday, friend. My goodness, there are so many. So this is the... Okay, wait. I gotta organize my thoughts. I gotta do things in the proper order. Shirley, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it so much. How was your stream? I saw you were doing some knitting and coffee. I hope that was absolutely lovely. I did stop in for just a second, right before I started my stream, just to peek in and see how things were going. You were talking about your kitty cats. There was one sitting right behind you sat a kitty cat. Right behind you sat a kitty cat, and it was adorable. So I hope the kitties are doing well. Mrs. Killer G, welcome in. Ash, welcome in. Good to see ya. Good luck on the Goopymons, everybody, now that Ash is here. Shirley, welcome in. Oh, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. It's a freaking Monday. Okay, so to catch you all up, y'all, first of all, you should follow Shirley if you're not. They've just been getting back into some strim-stramming. And some real cozy early morning stuff. Having a great day. I did the finishing touches on a sweater I've been working on for a while and made progress on the one I started this week. Yeah, that's very cool. That sounds great. That sounds great. So to catch everybody up to what we've been talking about this morning, Catch the Cat, welcome in. We've talked about werewolves. We've talked about teenagers. We've talked about bringing children into the woods. We've talked about chicken murder. We've talked about the devil's lettuce. We've talked about university. We've talked about rope safety, like the repelling kind, not like the horny kind. Just to be clear. Am I missing anything, everyone? We talked a little bit about the Boy Scouts. I'm realizing now that all of this could be taken the wrong way. Literally just sounds like the script for Teen Wolf. Maybe it is. Oh yeah, we were just talking about seeing our bosses drunk. That's true. That's true. I want to be clear that all of the things that we just talked about were not in the horny way. Sorry to say, everybody. The other thing that we talked about was the coffee from my advent calendar. My coffee advent calendar this morning is hot buttered rum coffee. And I'm a little bit worried that it has actual rum in it. Because, like, no joke, y'all, I feel a little bit floaty. Maybe I'm having an allergic reaction. Maybe you're gonna see me pass out. I think we have Benadryl. If I pass out, somebody message T and tell her to bring Benadryl in here. Day drunk, let's go. I mean, I guess. I don't know what's happening. Oh, my goodness. I hope you're all doing well this morning. Seriously, I feel like floaty up here. I hope I'm okay. It's all right as far as coffee goes. I don't know that I love the buttered rum flavor. I don't know that that's something I would I wouldn't seek it out myself. I would drink it if somebody prepared it for me. The interesting thing about the coffee advent calendar is I don't really like flavored coffees, and this is kind of just verifying that for me. The exception is I really enjoy the peppermint mocha ones that have come through. I hope you're just drunk and not sick. It's the weirdest sentence I've said lately. I also hope that I'm not sick because Christmas is coming up and I've got stuff to do. I'm a big fan. I think part of the reason that I like mocha in coffee is because I used to work for a radio station and I didn't used to drink coffee. So if any of you are like, ew, gross, bean water, I also used to be that person. And then I started working for a radio station. I worked the morning shift. I would wake up at 4 a.m. And then drive across the county to do my morning radio show. And I needed coffee. I needed caffeine for that. And at first I drank sodas and energy drinks. And then those just started feeling really bad, especially for my teeth, that early in the morning. And so I started drinking really bad coffee. I drank two kinds of coffee. I drank the really bad coffee that was made from concentrate from the dining hall at the camp that I worked at. It was made from concentrate. I need you to understand that this coffee was garbage. It was made from a concentrate. And then the other coffee that I drank when I wanted to splurge was the radio station was right across the street from a McDonald's. And so I would drink the super duper sugary mocha frappuccino type things from McDonald's. And so I think that now anytime that I taste coffee and chocolate, like a mocha flavor, my brain goes, oh yes, remember the good sugary days when you would treat yourself. Oh, goodness. I cannot get my husband to try coffee and he makes me feel like I'm a drug dealer when I peddle it to him. That's funny. I mean, caffeine is a substance, right? Maybe you are. Are you sure you're not a drug dealer? I don't know that I've ever had buttered rum. Well, no, that's not true. I've had butter shots, right? But that's probably the real cheapo stuff. I mean, that stuff doesn't taste like alcohol. I need to get my hands on this one advent calendar with chai tea mixes. Ooh, I love a good chai latte. It will make me poop my pants for the rest of the day, but my favorite is the a dirty chai latte with a shot of espresso. Oh, baby, nothing makes me poop my pants faster. My boyfriend doesn't have caffeine at all, even energy drinks. I have no clue how he gets through his mornings. That's how Elder Tree is. My best friend. He can't have caffeine because he has a heart condition. And so we always joked. So, okay, there's 3 things you need to know. The first thing is that I am allergic to gluten. I have a gluten intolerance, to be more specific. That makes sense, Purple Blur. I assume after I said it, I was like, that's probably the real garbage stuff, huh? Okay, so Purple Blur, if you could just drive up here and bring me some buttered rum to try, that'd be great. I have a gluten intolerance is the first thing you need to understand. The second thing you need to understand is that Elder Tree has a heart condition. And the third thing that precludes him from drinking caffeine. And the third thing you need to understand is that our friend Beljarin is allergic to watermelon. And he'll have an anaphylactic reaction to it. He'll break out in hives and his throat will start to close up. So the three of us lived together for a short time, for a few months, summer after I graduated college. And we always joked in a very, very dark way. This is a very like dark line of thinking, but we always joked that like if somebody walked into our apartment and found a loaf of bread and an energy drink and a whole watermelon in the kitchen, like they should call someone because things are not going well for us. Okay, so Gabs, I love a dirty chai. I think it has an unfortunate name, but I used to be embarrassed ordering one, and then I like, who cares? They know what you mean now. Like a barista knows what you mean if you order a dirty chai. We were on vacation last October for my cousin's wedding. We were on the other side of the state, and we found this place that was, it was like a big, like a ginormous, like 3-story play structure for kids. And so we brought Space Ghost and the rest of the kids that were there with my family. We brought them all to this play structure. It was hosted at a church, like a mega church type situation. And they had a coffee shop there. And I was watching Space Ghost, and my mom was like, I'm going to the coffee shop, and I'm going to see if they're open. Because we were there on like a Tuesday or something. And we were like, we're not sure if they're going to be open in the middle of the week. And so my mom goes to the coffee shop and she calls me and she's like, they are open. Would you like something? And I was like, yes, absolutely. And over the phone, she goes, what do you want? And I said, I'd love a dirty chai latte. And she stops for a second and she goes, a what? And I said, a dirty chai? And she said, what is that? And I said, just tell them. They'll know what it means. And she was like, I don't want to say that. And I was like, just say, it's just words, Mom. Just say the word. And she finally, she's like, okay. And she comes back like 5 minutes later with the drink and she hands it to me and she goes, I can't believe that you made me say dirty chai in a church. She's like, you made me say dirty chai to someone in a church. And I was like, but did they know what you meant? And she goes, well, yeah, they didn't even blink, but like, Mom, I love you so much. Hi, T. I might be drunk. Is that okay? The toaster in the bath is not the issue. The bread in the toaster is. Oh no. Plumbat, that is one of the worst best jokes I've ever heard. I wanna give you like a little like a tarnished gold star. Out at the Renfest, you can get extra shots of espresso by asking for a dirty bastard chai. Do they give you a sword with that? Because like a bastard sword is a type of sword, right? Yo, can I get that ODB chai? The sword costs extra. Yeah. Can I get an unclean chai? Can I get a soiled chai that needs cleaning? Can I get the devil's chai? The devil's chai is a different kind of latte. That's for sure. Oh, heck yeah. Maybe by the end of the week, I'll have 5 tarnished gold stars. And then if you get 5 tarnished gold stars on the class chart, we get a pizza party, right? You get to participate in Free Time Friday and go to the class pizza party. Oh. Brings out a peasant covered in mud with your chai. I never knew my father. Here's a latte. Oh, pizza party and nap time? I'll think about it. If you're on your best behavior. Oh, I want to be clear. You all have my permission to have nap time whenever you want. Now, you might not have the permission of the other people and institutions in your life, but you have my permission to take a nap anytime you want. I'll be right back. The gingerbread cookies are ready. Oh, I thought you were lurking to take a nap for a second. I was like, dang, Mars took me up on that right away. Way to go. I'm gonna recommend I'm going to recommend not taking a nap while driving or operating heavy machinery. But, big ol' but, otherwise, maybe take a nap. And now, again, I will stress, as I always do, that no one should ever lose their job because of Goopus McGurk. No one should ever have a zero balance in their bank account or lose their job because of Goopus McGurk. So, act responsibly. We're all adults. We all went into the woods with our classmates and murdered a chicken. We can make good choices, right? T, I told this story of your chicken experience. Was that okay? Do you want to add anything? I said that you had to go into the woods and kill a chicken. Yeah. Yeah, and that they still had to participate even though they were vegetarians. Yeah, that's messed up. Do you want to say hi to people? You got a headache? I'm maybe day drunk. The coffee that I had this morning was hot buttered rum flavored, and I'm worried that it had actual rum in it. I mean, probably not, but what if? What if Aldi's getting us turned on a Monday? Everyone says hi, T. Ash, you don't want to hear the story. You don't want to hear the story. When I'm employed again, I will tell my boss Goop said I could. Welcome in, Red Zero. How's it going? Can I tell you, do you guys want to hear my rant about pizza parties? It's not what you think, probably, unless you've heard my rant about pizza parties before. The vegetarians didn't have to eat the chicken, but they had to be there and be participatory during the murdering, which is messed up. Oh. Do you want to tell? Do you just want to tell? I didn't tell them this. Do you just want to tell them? Get on the mic. Get right up there. Yep.
So we were able to choose what jobs we had to participate in killing the chicken. And I chose to hold the chicken because I thought, okay, that is going to be the quickest option, and I'm not the one actually killing the chicken. So I just have to hold it while somebody chops off its head. And I did that. And there was a couple of other jobs that happened to actually kill the chicken. But then the majority of our group had to pluck the chicken after it was dead, which is something I did not want to do. So that's why I signed up for the job that I signed up for. But because so many people were crying at this point, and our leaders were just fed up with it, they were like, all right, everybody stop sitting around, stop crying, everybody go pluck the chicken. And I refused because I was like, I already did my job. That was my job, and I did it. Not well, but I did it. Anyways,
Freshman in college, Red Zero. This was a college-sanctioned experience.
Yeah. I hated my college.
Yay! Do you feel like you learned a valuable lesson? She said nope. Silly. Everyone says thanks for story time, T. Whack. The wackest thing. What is a pizza party? I've heard so much about it. So it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a party where you eat pizza. There's really not much more to say. You just get a bunch of pizzas and that's the party. Paper plates, maybe some sodas, some sody pops. Yeah, it wasn't even part of a class. It was like a requirement that everybody had to do when they were freshmen. Like you just had to go into the woods and do this. Whack. That's the whole pizza party. But I will tell you my rant about pizza parties if you want. I'm sitting intently for the pizza party wisdom. Here's the here's the pizza party rant. People like to rail against corporate buying us a pizza party, right? But there are people who work in every organization. Every organization has people that actually feel appreciated by a pizza party. They feel that food provided, like a free lunch, is actually like an appropriate thing that makes them feel good about their work. Here's the catch, though. Here's the catch. Just because some people feel appreciated by it doesn't mean that everybody feels appreciated by it. And people like to meme on the pizza party or the free lunch or whatever it is. They like to meme on the, oh, corporate just thinks they can throw a couple pizzas at us and it's fine. But some people do appreciate that. But everybody in your organization is different and everybody feels appreciation in different ways. And so if you cast the pizza party net, you're going to catch like 5% of people, 10% of people. But that's 10% of it, 20, you know, even if it's as much as 50% of people, you're still not honoring half of the people in your organization, right? So you got to show appreciation in multiple ways. And you know what? The thing about that is, if you want to show appreciation to everyone in your organization, I'm going to swear for a second, you have to haul ass. You have to really, really put in the work on it. And that's hard. That's hard. That's like more than one full-time job in most organizations. And I know because I did that as my full-time job. So I think that the memes about pizza parties are valid in some ways, but also they fall into the same trap that the pizza party falls into, which is I assume that the way that I receive appreciation is the same way that everyone receives appreciation. It's weird to say, but some people would prefer something like a pizza party or a cool Christmas party over a raise or a bonus. And not all people, certainly not all people, but some people. Can I genuinely ask you a question about management? If not now, I can always say, yeah, go for it. I'm feeling squirrely. I'm coffee drunk. Usually a reward for school kids, but sometimes workplaces do it, and it's much less rewarding as an adult. So that's kind of the joke. It's not a very good show of appreciation at a grown-up job. For many people, yes. That's the whole thing. I did a lot of so when I put a program into work into place at my former place of employment. By the way, we've got an ad break coming up in just about 3 minutes. I put a program into place where people could nominate their coworkers if they caught them doing something like that was good for the organization, good for their coworkers. They were just being like a great employee, right? A great teammate. And on the form where they submitted that for one of their teammates, like their team members, they could say, this is how I think this person would best be shown appreciation. And it had lots of different options on there. And it had a blank where they could fill in like, you know, what they think if it was something different. And one of the options on there was like buying them a cup of coffee. We would buy them a cup of coffee, like from Bigby, from like not just like break room coffee, like a nice coffee. I wrote a lot of thank you cards for people because a lot of people, their like preferred form of appreciation is just like it's words of encouragement, it's words of gratitude. And I freaking that was the best and the worst for me, because for me, like I want to be really thoughtful if I'm gonna write somebody a thank you card. Like I want it to mean something. And so like I loved writing thank you cards because I got to say really nice things to people, but it was also such a big task because I had to put in a lot of thought on it. And so I would sometimes be like, I have to write 5 thank you cards today, and I'm dreading it because it's like it's going to be so nice when it's done. I'm going to love it when it's done. But the getting myself to actually do the big task is going to be difficult. So post after the meeting with my boss today to discuss our management strategy, feeling very micromanagey. I feel like some employees, it's very hard when they're hearing... I'm sorry. Let me finish catching this fish. And then maybe I'm going to walk into town. I don't know. I feel like some employees, it's very hard when they're hearing they're doing ABC wrong every week. Any suggestions on how to explain that if we focus on one thing at a time, I believe we'll see more results? Also, if you think it's incorrect, then I'm open to hearing that too. Well, let me start by saying I don't think that's incorrect. I love words of recognition, like it's something special to not just have someone recognize you that you're doing a good job, but telling you exactly what you're doing well. So, oh yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing about appreciation too, is like it needs to be specific, right? You can't just say you're doing a good job, here's a pizza party, like, or you're doing a good job, here's a card that says you did a good job. Like you have to be specific in it. Okay. I think let me take a little bit of time, Paige, to think on your question, because I think that is going to, maybe I'll think out loud a little bit. I think that's going to take a good deal of like assessing your specific organization and how it operates. Micromanagement is like a really tough. It's like a really tough thing to deal with and to get around, because most people don't want to be micromanaged, but also don't want to be left completely alone. So like getting way too much feedback sucks. Getting zero feedback also sucks. And most like managers are not good at finding that middle ground. Because they either want to be completely hands off because they have other things going on, or they're very anxious about the people that work underneath them. And so they like want to check every step of the way to make sure that people are getting the work done. So the question is, so like the idea here is that getting told every single thing that's going wrong all at once is overwhelming, right? And your suggestion is explaining that if we focus on one thing at a time, we'll see more results. I think honestly, like, I think that you have the right thinking there. I think that I would go into it with kind of the thought of like, oh, hey, Ani. Ooh, you jump scared me there. I couldn't see him like through my model. I think I would go into it with like, with those, like that concept in mind of like, people are feeling very, very overwhelmed by this. And because there's so much going on, because they're feeling so overwhelmed by 30 things at once, or, you know, ABC at once, they're struggling to parse out like what's important with any individual thing. I can tell that I'm not explaining myself well. I think that you've really got the crux of it there, and it's just going to be like the correct way of explaining to them that like, I'm feeling so overwhelmed by everything that I can't focus on anything. It's possible that like coming up with some kind of formal plan, like okay, so this is where I think your organization comes into this, and like why it's nuanced on who your boss is and like how your organizational structure is. Because if your boss is micromanaging, or like your managers are micromanaging because of anxiety, because like they want to feel like everything is getting done and everything is like they have documentation on everything, that can be really hard for them to step away from. But it might also benefit from some type of thing where like you come up with like a very organized plan, but that takes things in steps, you know? So like say we're going to plan out the next month, and week 1, we're going to focus on thing A, and week 2, we're going to focus on thing B, and week 3, we're going to focus on thing C, like so that they know that the plan is there and that all of the bases are covered. But they're not like throwing everything at you all at once. Like that might be what I would suggest to a manager. But I think it's going to depend a lot on who the manager is. I remember when my first internship I had through school ended, I, as a thank you, got a box of chocolate and a gift card for 2 at the brunch at the hotel I worked at. And it's still one of the most thoughtful gifts I've gotten because I mentioned it in passing that I like chocolate and would want to go to the brunch, and they paid attention and remembered it. And when people do that, it means a lot to me. You are spot on there, Elvira. Like super duper spot on. That's the type of thing that shows that you care about something, because they're not just saying like, I appreciate you. They're saying, I appreciate the work that you've done, and I appreciate you as a person enough to have listened to you and taken note of the thing that you said. Like, have you ever nailed a Christmas present or like a birthday present or something like that? I feel like those are the situations where like you really, really nailed it. don't let T hear this, but one of the most thoughtful gifts that I ever received, like the first gift that I remember in my life going, this person actually like really like cared to listen to me, was from a friend that I had a crush on when I was in high school. But we were good friends for a good while, and she got me like a bag of all of these different like snacks. Like she got me the Arizona iced tea that I like. She got me gummy bears and gummy worms, like the different kinds of like gummy candies that I liked. She got me like a stuffed dog. This was all for my birthday. She got me like a stuffed dog because I had like told her this story about how I always wanted a dog growing up and my parents never let us have one. Like it was just very thoughtful, and none of it was very expensive, but that was the first time that it like clicked for me. And I was in high school at the time. It was the first time that it like clicked for me that like gift giving is an expression of like how well you care for and can listen to a person. And I think that's really wild. Or like analyze who they are and what they might want. That's exactly how my company feels. I understand needing to confirm things are correct and all of the things should be worked on. But in my opinion, working on the most pressing things first and then adjusting from there. Oh, so like triaging what's important. Yeah. And then actually learn it instead of fixing it for a week and then back to normal. Yeah, so that was a problem that we had a lot in the organization that I worked for, was that we would sometimes miss the forest for the trees, and we would hit all of these Band-Aid fixes that would not fix things down the road, and we would just have the same problem a month from now. And the trouble with that kind of problem organizationally is that it requires you to tear things down for a little bit, to like accept that things are going to be worse for a little bit because they're going to be better later. So like we're going to slow down production, or we're going to slow down the work that we're doing, or slow down sales, to make sure that like that's going to happen for a month or 2 months or 3 months. And then after that, like we're going to bounce back. We're going to be nailing it after that, but it's going to solve a bunch of problems. And we always had trouble with that in like our training processes, because people would be like, oh, like we didn't train somebody properly on this thing because we ran out of time, or we didn't have time for it or anything like that. And I would be really, really insistent that like, I need you to put some things aside to make sure that this training actually gets wrapped up, because it might feel like we just brushed it aside and we'll get to it when you can, but you're just going to keep kicking the can down the road. And I need you to prioritize it now, so that a month from now, when that person is flying solo without support, they don't break everything, because then you're going to have the problem of both retraining them on the thing and cleaning up the mess. Ugh. I should have just done a just chatting stream today, it turns out. Oh my goodness. What kills me about my workplace is that they keep asking us what employees want or need to be more engaged in their job. And we keep saying pay raise, but instead of that, they have a budget to give us cruddy junk as incentive. Like, no thanks. I do not need another branded cooler bag or drink cozy. Yeah, that's a really tough one. When I worked for the library, we weren't allowed to increase wages. One, because our budget was set by taxes, right? Like we had a set budget for the year that did not change because we were funded by taxes. But two, because all of our employees were union, and so like every time we renegotiated the union contract, it would always include like big raises. But once you're into that contract period, you can't do anything about it, right? And so like we had to find different ways about appreciation, and there are laws on how you can like give people money in certain way. Like it gets into a very like tricky, wishy-washy place. And so I think that the problem there is assuming that people want cooler bags or things like that, because essentially at that point you have to say, okay, we can't do raises, but like what's the next best thing that we can do? Can we give people experiences? Can we give them like, can the boss take over for a day so that you can go do a thing with your team and like enjoy their presence? Like you have to go to whatever their second best appreciation language is. My best friend is literally the best gift giver I know. Every gift she's gotten me has been so perfect. That's who I aspire to be. That's who I aspire to be, and I am not good at that. I really want to be a good gift giver, and I feel like I nail one gift a year. And it's always like, I feel like it rotates through my family. Like I just figure it out for somebody else. And like this year, I feel like I nailed T's gift. I'm really excited about it. What Arizona iced tea? I really like the yellow cans, the energy ones. Those are my favorites. I've had so many of those. We had a lot of conversations at the library about like the teach a man to fish versus like when do you just have to give him the fish because he's starving. But that was mostly to do with like our patrons, right? If somebody comes in who like is completely technology illiterate, like we can teach them how to do things, but there are some instances where we do just have to do them for them. But there also has to be a limit on that. Like if you have 24 hours to get something done, like you probably just need some things done for you. But if you have 24 hours to get something done every single day of the week for 3 months straight, we can't do that for you. That's an unfair use of our time. It's a whole thing. There are ethics laws surrounding government. Yeah. AK, welcome in. How's it going? How's your Monday? Oh, yo, Paige. Sorry. I thought you said that you were leaving for your meeting. I hope that gave you like enough to work with. I think there are strategies like the way that I try to think about things in that kind of instance, Paige, is like, what do you need as an employee? And what does your manager need as a manager? Like what is the reasoning behind your behavior? What is the reasoning behind their behavior? And I think that a lot of times, especially people who haven't been trained like really thoroughly in management or communication, like usually the root of their like bad behavior is anxiety, because nobody taught them how to be like a manager and actually trust their employees. And we had to go through a long thing where like I was just telling people over and over and over again, I need you to trust your employees. I need you to trust your employees. And then I would turn to the employees and I'd be like, I trust you. We trust you as an organization. Like I need you to trust yourself because we trust you. And your manager is going to trust you. We're going to make that happen. We're going to figure it out. Yeah. Well, and a lot of that, well, so like it's hard, right? Because having a budget for employee appreciation isn't a bad thing. It sounds like they're just spending it in terrible ways. Like instead of buying branded merch, just do other things for your employees. Use it to give people extra days off or something like that. You know, like there are other ways to appreciate your employees that aren't branded coolers. And it does fall into that situation where it's like, okay, we could get rid of it entirely, but then what if we run into something that actually makes a lot of sense for us and then we don't have the budget for it? Like I think it makes sense to have it in place, but to have it be flexible, you know? Just stop spending it on garbage. Garuda Waifu, welcome in. How's it going? How's your car's extended warranty doing? Gabs got to witness me trying to explain my point of view while on a group meeting where I couldn't be specific and they weren't listening to me. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Not feeling listened to is like the worst. Like here, work, personal life, when you're out on the street with a bullhorn shouting about Big Frog, like we all just want to feel listened to. I'm gonna listen to Ani right now. Hi, you'll never believe this, but I've got a top secret urgent message for you from Watcher Sabira. She says she needs your help in the Temple of the Waves and to come meet her post haste. She also told me to stay away, so if something cool happens, you gotta fill me in later, okay? See ya. See ya, Ani. I feel like I might have somebody else show up to talk to me too. Maybe not. Maybe not. Fell back to sleep. I'm also big sleepy today. Catch the cat. Thankfully, we have a large pool of pokes, a large pool of folks who would be good managers. That's good. I also totally get that. It's super funny. I loved giving, like, I mean, for lack of a better word, like counsel, essentially, like being counsel to managers and like helping them with their teams. But I also like, I didn't have any direct reports and I kind of liked that. Just being able to focus on my own stuff was real nice. I bought a new Santa hat also. This one is much less constricting on my head. Boom, ba-da-da-doo-doo. Manager has way more different set of skills aside from having in-depth knowledge in their job. Yeah, well, and my trouble with a lot of organizations is that they're like, let's make this person a manager and then not train them in management even a little bit. That's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for disaster. I don't think that you're alone in that, Garuda Waifu. I think a lot of people have reported feeling whack today. I may have gotten drunk off my coffee. Who's to say? For the record, not on purpose. Hey Goop, have you felt that chill in the air? Seen the snow on the ground? That means it's almost my favorite time of year, winter lights. I know you're totally brand new to the world, so you don't know what winter lights is. Anyway, it's a celebration where we light candles with those we care about to symbolize hope for a new spring during the darkest time of the year. Throughout the years, it transformed into a fun tradition where we eat food and share stories with the ones we love. Since I saw you emerge, I thought it would be good to teach you what the tradition is all about. I sent you a candle. You can light it and swap stories with someone you care about or even those you want to know to get better. P.S. Hecla told me that people used to bring a tree inside and decorate it for a holiday around this time called Frosttide. Seems a little strange to me, but I thought it might be fun to combine the traditions, so I sent you a treat. Maybe you can get decorations from the people you light candles with. Just a thought. You don't have to do it if it seems stupid. Aw, Gina, that's cute. We got a candlestick and a tree. Hey, pal, have a wonderful winter lights and all that. I'll save you some time. There is no seasonal discount here. Instead, I devised a cunning challenge to celebrate the holiday Grimmelkin style. I hid several gifts around the village for you to steal. See, where I'm from, we don't just give away presents, we steal them from each other. I try not to make it too hard on you, since you ain't as agile and clever as me. I didn't even booby trap him or nothing, at least not on purpose. One's sneaking around getting drinks at the inn, two's buried neath the snow, a gazebo and trim. Oh, I like that it rhymes, Zeki. That's very clever of you. That's very cute. 3's near ancient ruins hidden by the night sky. 4's by my house. Check up somewhere real high. 5's balanced precariously under a bridge. 6 is remembering loved ones up on a ridge. 7's the last, and it's no easy feat. Check by Phoenix Falls if you don't want defeat. Okay. Dear Goop, here's a little something. I won't accept a manager position with my company either. I only want to be responsible for me and my work. I think that's totally fair. I think that's totally fair. Especially if there are like good paying or upper level positions that aren't managerial. And that's the thing, right? Is like we talked a lot in my organization about how like part of having a healthy organization is recognizing that like different people have different needs and strengths and things like that. And I think that it's super important to have spots that make sense for people who have like high level skills, but that don't want it, like that manager isn't one of their skills or desires or anything like that. You know, I don't think management should be the be all end all. And I don't think that it makes sense for managers to be the only high paid positions in any organization, you know? I realized that I've been gushing about my best friend in chat, but she's great. Not only a great gift giver, but a great person. Hey, don't feel bad about that. I wax poetic about friendship like literally every single day. So you gotta tell the homies that you love them, you know? I thought there was a hug command. There's a group hug command. I never implemented a just normal hug command because that would take more than 10 seconds of work for me to implement. There you go. Stop! I could have dropped my croissant. Look, friendship is giving the homies a little kiss on the cheek, okay? That's friendship. you gotta tell the homies you love them. You gotta tuck them into bed. Yep. You gotta give them a little smooch on the cheek. That's true. That's friendship. That's how it works. That's how it works. Ash, thank you for the 25 friendship biddies. I appreciate you. Great evidence of how I'm literally always waxing poetic about friendship.
I like you.
Garuda Waifu, thank you for the stuff, and I like you biddies. I like you too. I hope you're having I hope that your Monday gets better. You said you were having a bit of a tough day. There's so many employees here that just straight disrespect management, and I feel like I had a hard time not running my mouth. That's fair. That's fair. Being responsible for a toddler is yeah, you're in that real world management experience. Child management. Don't tell anyone, but you're like one of the cooler grown-ups around here. Thank you. I hear that a lot. You want to light a candle with me? Oh my gosh, a winter lights candle. Let me see. Next year, I want to win the Bug Scout Championship, join the order, and get a plume puppy. Not necessarily in that order. Also, I heard about your tree thing. It sounds super cool. Here's a decoration for it. I made it myself. Aw. What you got, Ani? If you fish up any ship fragments, let me know, okay? I'm redoing my treehouse with a sunken treasure theme.
Gotta head home soon.
Yeah, Ani. That was always I want to be careful how I say this. I want to say this correctly. I always really struggled because like I'm such a like mission-minded person, you know? I'm very like I'm all in on the places that I work for normally. Like if the place that I'm working for aligns with my personal mission, like I want to be supportive of it in as many ways as I can, you know? I'm an enthusiast. I'm very enthused to be a part of things. I'm always excited about things like that. There's supposed to be like a hidden thing here somewhere, right? Is it going to be a chest? I don't even know what I'm looking for. They said getting a drink at the inn, so maybe it's at the bar? Maybe. But I always struggled when people would like day in and day out just like talk smack about other employees every single day. Like that's just exhausting to me. You know? I'm exhausted by the concept, you know? So I never like, I don't know, really got into that. But the worst for me was when people would like talk smack about other people, but with like the most joyful or like smile on their face. Like they just, I'd exit a conversation. I'd be like, oh, that was actually really mean of them. That's really insidious, actually. Like I was blown away the first time that happened to me. Once you start this Winter Lights Candle quest, don't go home or it will auto-complete. Oh, so I just gotta like stay out and talk to everybody. That is a freaking good heads up, Auroria. Also, welcome in. I hope you're having a great Monday. Wanna light a candle with me? Oh, a Winter Lights candle. I'm so excited. When Esha gave me hers, she told me to hope in silence. Savage. Anyway, my hope for next year is that I lose the mayoral election. Scandalous, I know, but it would give me more time with my plants. And Esha does all the real governing anyway. Been so swamped with paperwork lately, I forgot to eat. Do you think you could bring me some grilled fish? Maybe.
Neck deep in paperwork right now.
See ya later. We have a few of those, which is why I sit here in my cube with headphones on all day. Honestly, there were so many times, like I specifically bought like a work lamp for my office, and I would bring in like noise canceling headphones because there were some days where I just like knew that I couldn't handle like smack talk conversation, negative conversations in general. I'm trying not to swear when I say smack talk, just so you're all aware. And I would be like, I'm going to turn off the lights in my office so that like if people glance over here, they'll think that I'm not here. And I'm going to put on my headphones so that if people do peek in the window, they're like, oh, he's busy with something. And I'll just have my little like work lamp on for light. It'll be fine. Oh, that's the temple of the way. Okay, so wait, we're not going to do that yet. We're going to go talk to everybody about the winter lights. Two of my biggest idols are Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift, and for my birthday, my bestie got me the exact same tennis skirt Taylor has, and for Christmas, she got me one of Sabrina's perfumes. It's so sweet. Ah, that's so cool. That's so cool. I'm so excited for T's gift this year. I think she's really gonna enjoy it. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Boo doo doo. Honestly, I hate going to the office these days. It just seems that everyone is out to get each other all the time and makes it very uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm just so not like a negative person, you know? It's hard. And again, I know that I say this all the time, but I just don't understand the mentality of like, I'm going to wake up in the morning and try to find something to be upset about. It could never be me. I'm too soft for that. I'm too soft for that. Where are you, Esha? Are you on the second floor? She's probably on the second floor. Oh, Kenyatta. I can talk to you.
I'm so bored.
Today's my first day back in the office after 2 weeks at home and a 10-day visit with my bestie. I'm struggling. Oh, who's your bestie, Gabs? Tell us who you went to visit. Oh, yo, Ambitomes, welcome in. I'm so sorry I missed your message there. How's your Monday? Page witness goblin in full feral mode. Okay, wait. Now I'm a little bit curious. What does your toddler fully feral look like? Don't tell anyone because I know it's totally basic, but I love Winter Lights. The food, the decorations, the stories, everything. But my favorite thing is lighting the candle and sharing my hopes. Let's see. What should I share? I think I'll keep my hopes a secret. A girl's got to keep some mystery, right? Wait, you love it, but you're not going to tell me your thing? I'm going to go play pickleball with my dad in a couple hours, and you bet your butt I'm wearing the tennis skirt. Yo, we are big pickleball appreciators in this chat, Elvira. Me and Cabley, especially, we play, well, we haven't played in a few weeks because of the weather and also, you know, like other life commitments and things like that, but freaking love some pickleball. We used to play like twice a week. My mother hates it when I eat pickle. Are they listening to us? Are they listening to us? Goblin is great, can confirm, but the sass is strong. Oh, I didn't go anywhere. Bestie Paige visited here in Ohio. Oh, that's right. That's right. So, how's Ohio doing? I know one of my buddies went to a Cleveland Browns football game the other day. Yesterday, 2 days ago, I don't remember. Yesterday, 2 days, I don't remember. And said that all of the Ohio people gave him dirty, dirty looks, which was super surprising because he was wearing all University of Michigan clothing. I don't know where that anger came from. He's also my friend who maybe likes to stir the pot a little bit. I just don't get the mentality of it all. We have a QR system in place, so if you see anything remotely dangerous or against the rules, you use your phone to report it. I got QR coded for an open pack of biscuits left on my desk when I wasn't even there. What? That's butt cheeks. I'm so sorry. Tindaloo, welcome in. Enjoy your lurk. Happy holidays. Have a great Palian day, everybody. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day as well. It's good to see ya. Picklegate 2024. You think Kenyatta's a big pickleball player? My mother hates it when I eat pickles. She says it makes everything smell like vinegar. So naturally, I'm really craving pickled onions today.
Okay.
Exceptional.
Bye.
Bye. All right, Esha, where are you? Oh, you were just like overlooking the town.
Make yourself useful.
Like when I wore Phillies colors to a Rockies game. Some folks just like to stir the pot a little bit. Since BBGB brought it up, I will remind you that tomorrow is the last day for our special advanced GG deal where my code is boosted to 30% off if you use code Goop is 30. I will also say that we are like well and above. We needed 5 orders and we're like way above that. I think we've at least tripled it at this point. So like y'all freaking showed up and showed out. And I think that we made a pretty good impression on our friends over at Advanced, which is really freaking cool. So thank you all, anybody who made an order there. And I hope you enjoy your stuff. I don't think... Oh, no, that's not true. I've had pickled onions before. I've had pickled onions like on nachos. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. All it's doing is promoting a negative atmosphere. Yeah. Well, and that's why, Lely, that's why I mentioned earlier, I set up that whole system to call out when employees are doing great work. And like that was the whole premise of it. Like there was no like it has to be this specific thing or this specific thing. It was just like, let me know when a coworker is doing great work. When you think they're doing a good job, like with our patrons or coworkers or whatever, like I just want to hear about it so I can tell them thank you. And that went a really long way. We had like, I think it was in place for like 6 months by the time that I left, and we had like more than 100 submissions to it. and it was like a 150 person organization. If you want positivity in your workplace at the management level, you have to promote it. Like you have to be willing to promote positivity the whole way down and have it be part of your culture and be part of your policy as well. Had a basketball tourney in Ann Arbor once, and my cousin wore an OSU hoodie, and we walked on the sidewalk right through the Michigan marching band. I was afraid we were going to be unaligned with the looks we got. Oh boy. Oh boy. I wore a Michigan State shirt to the first University of Michigan football game I ever went to. And I wore it under a sweater. And when Michigan lost the game, I took the sweater off. I was like, this is the only time that I feel safe now that they've successfully lost the game. Oh, goodness. Ash, hey, be safe. Ash, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to make you stay. You can answer this later if you want to. But you were hanging out with Random this weekend? Yeah? Did that go well? I hope it was good. I hope you had a good time. You ever had pickled eggs? Some of y'all are going to be like, Goop, that's gross, but actually delicious. Light a candle with me, Asha. Light a Roman candle with me. I'll have you know, I don't light a winter lights candle with just anyone. But since you were brave enough to ask, I suppose I'll let you know that my hopes for next year are simple. I pray for things to calm down in our fair village. Let's just say in the past year, I've learned why the phrase, may you live in interesting times, is a curse, withheld only for the worst of enemies. Esha, this is the realest thing. I think many of us would like to live in less interesting times. My goodness, girl. My freaking goodness. Love pickled eggs. I'm surprised there's so much pickled egg love in the chat. Huzzah. Pickled egg and sausages. Ooh. Ooh. I had one with my fish and chips from the chip shop the other night. I'm not a fish person, but that does sound tasty with the chips. Honestly, don't think I've had a pickled egg. I've had a Chinese tea egg, and those are delicious. Ooh. You're right, Purple Blur. This one hits a little close to home. For a game that came out since the pandemic, since the panini, and everything around it, I'd like to live in less historic times, please. Pickled eggs are like a tradition at the college hockey tournament that is actually, it's coming up in 2 weeks. It's between Christmas and New Year's. So I will be taking a Monday off from stream probably. Maybe not. Maybe I'll drive up for both games. I don't know. We'll see. Who else can I talk to? Who have I not talked to? Oh boy, it tells you everybody. Sifu! Love of my life, Sifu! Hot mom, Sifu! But I remember going to that hockey tournament when it was hosted at Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. And they had pickled eggs, and my dad bought a couple. And he's like, you want to try one? You should try one of these, like thinking that I wouldn't do it. And I totally went for it. And I was like, this is going to be gross, but I'm going to do it because I'm not a coward. And I took a big bite of it. And I was like, wait, no, actually, this rips. You can make them yourself. They sell them at the grocery store here, surprisingly. Howdy, Sifu. You want to light a candle with me? Light a Loman candle? A winter lights candle? It's been a minute since I've seen one of these. Hasi intends to light his with Tao. Honestly, I don't really have many hopes for the future. I just tend to take things day by day. And today, well, I was focused on making these bad boys for all the humans of the village. I heard about your trees and I just couldn't help myself. Aw, I love that they all give you ornaments. That's adorable. If you've gotten any spare copper bars lying around, I could always use some more. I promise I won't judge your foraging technique too much. I love Sifu. Where I'm from, there's a special pickled condiment called giardiniera. Ah, yes. I've heard of giardiniera. That's an Italian thing, right? I love a bunch of pickled veggies I throw on almost. Oh, that sounds lovely. I remember when we first started doing HelloFresh. We haven't done it in a long time, but we did HelloFresh for a little while. And they would have you do like quick pickles of like onions and jalapenos and things like that. And that was like a game changer for me for a little while. I was putting quick pickled jalapenos on everything for a second. We always refill the jar after we finish the store-bought ones. Ah, that makes sense. Why have I never... Like, I've never bought store-bought pickled onions, but that's real smart, actually. I'd never considered that. Seen Najuma around? She's always up to something these days. You want to light a candle with me, Dad? I've never been one for the mushy stuff, but I guess I'll give it a try. I hope the new spring brings prosperity to the mines and happiness to my little girl. Aw, I also hope this. Wait, I didn't expect to actually get a little bit bleary-eyed over this. Stop it. Oh, I almost forgot. This is for you. You gave me a little candle ornament. Can we stop? I'm feeling a lot of feelings about parenthood lately. You'll never guess why. You'll never guess why.
Yes, hello there.
Oh my goodness. My granddad makes his own pickles at the start of the year and gives them out to family at Christmas. Oh, as Christmas gifts. So they pickle all year. And then that's so smart, actually. Pickled onion Monster Munch crisps are my favorite. That's lovely. You've maybe just turned me on to a new tradition. Don't forget Sabir. Oh, yeah. I always forget Sabir just like stays in her room all the time. That's so smart. Pickled eggs with chilies. I gotta look, because I've wanted to try like making pickles. T tried to do some like week-long pickles and they did not turn out well. So like maybe I gotta. Does anybody have like a good recipe for pickles that they could forward my way? Because I'd like to figure it out. Me right now wants to figure it out. Me when I am exhausted and sitting on the couch later might not want to. What is this big old leaf? Want to light a candle with me? Blame it on the coffee drunk. We're blaming everything on the coffee drunk this morning. Somebody's going to come in here and they're going to think that I'm actually day drinking. I promise I'm not. It was just coffee. I do feel like it's finally kicked in and I've got a good deal more energy, but I can still like feel the sleepiness. I went to bed late after having a very busy day yesterday, so it makes sense. It makes sense. Of course I'll light a candle with you. After all, it's in season to celebrate the season. My wishes for next year are to join my family line and to quell the never-ending feeling of longing that hides beneath my bosom. Aw, Jell. Kenyatta came into the shop the other day wearing the most fascinating piece of jewelry. She claims it was made of barracuda teeth. I would like to see one of these creatures for myself. You can catch barracuda. Have I ever caught a barracuda before? It's just coffee as he slurps the last bit of rum out of his cup. Don't out me like that, Lely. Wait, Lely, you love pickled eggs?
Oh, this is it.
I didn't know you were an egg appreciator.
Yeah. Thank you for subbing. That was some
Molly!
to do. I couldn't do this if it weren't for awesome folks like you. And so I wrote this song. I hope you sing along. But let me just assure you, you'll be in my heart the whole month long. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Yay, Molly just subscribed for 12 months. Mrs. Tree has entered the chat.
Molly, can I start by saying, first of all, thank you for a whole heckin' year resub. I appreciate that so much. Welcome back to the Goop Troop, and please continue to enjoy those cute cat emotes and also the one that is my wife's face. Can I well, I mean, you've added yourself a little bit there. Can I ask the chat something? Everybody, if you're doing like an on and off lurk, maybe listen up for a second, because I would like some help with something. Can you please offer a big ol' congratulations to our friend Yay Molly, because she and one elder tree perchance got married this weekend. Like, they made the whole thing official. They said, I like it, let's put a ring on it. Can I get some Goopus loves and some claps in the chat, maybe? Maybe? Congratulations. They look real cute in their pictures, too. Like, the kind of cute picture you look at them and you go, oh, stop being so cute. Ugh. Thank you guys for showing the love. Thank you for raving. Tree sent me a message this weekend that was like, the Eye of Sauron is watching me ever since I put the ring on. Oh my goodness. Thank you again for the resub. And thank you for being good to Elder Tree. We like him a lot here.
Toodaloo.
We do love. See, I've been quoting a song by The Format this whole time. Anytime I ask somebody to light a candle, they have a song called. Oh wait, no. No, I think that one's by Fun. They have a song. Fun has a song on their first album, Aim and Ignite, called "Light a Roman Candle with Me." But if you go back to The Format, which was Nate Rush's first band, or at least the band that he was in prior to Fun, there's a song on there. I believe it's Inches and Falling, but the whole like tag of the song, the whole conceit of the song is I love love. I love being in love.
I like you.
Kinda.
Gabs, thank you for the 7. I like you, biddies. I like you kinda too. I appreciate that. It's apparently a very The Format / fun type of day. How's your day going? Thrilling, I hope. I feel like I haven't talked to Eloisa in generations. Like a long time. Want to light a candle with me? Want to light a Roman candle with me? Just a Roman candle. You can wear your sandals and I'll pour us just 1 cup of tea. Then you can go and rest. You haven't seen my best. What is this face you're making, Eloisa? Of course I'll light a candle with you. Here's hoping the snowy skitterer brings fair tidings to you and yours and doesn't eat your soul. I also wish for that. I also wish for my soul to not be eaten. I adore Jack Antonoff. Had no idea he was in Fun. Yeah, it's what he did right before Bleachers. And Bleachers is so good too. The album Gone Now by Bleachers is maybe my favorite front to back album of all time.
Let me know if you find
Elvira, you've got good music taste. And by that I mean you and I have, it seems, very similar music taste. It's a whole thing now. You're a whole thing now, Gabs. And by that I mean you're a whole fully realized person, and we're proud of you.
Ani said great
We're
things
proud of
about
you for the person that you are. A Goopymon. Is this the first Goopymon of the day? Never mind. Paige freaking sniped it. Nice work, Paige. It's nice to see ya. Wanna light a Roman candle with me? Sure thing. Let me get some flint. What's going on here, buddy? You doing some Gangnam Style? Nio lights the candle. I hope that doesn't burn your finger. Wait, does that count as sharing my hopes? Aw. Winterlight's ball ornament.
helping out.
I like that they're giving us ornaments. This feels a lot to me like, y'all remember back in the day, any of y'all play RuneScape back in the day? Or maybe still today. But I remember every time that RuneScape did Christmas events, I was always like, I'd spend a day like trying to knock everything out. The dragon is everywhere you look. If you don't see him, don't stop looking. Wanna light a candle with me? Of course, I'll light a candle with you. I hope that the dragon brings you and yours a joyous winter lights. He gave me a bell ornament. I loved RuneScape back in the day. I remember I took a typing class. I had to take a typing class in middle school. And I remember, I don't even think it was the full class. I think it was just like a unit in one of my classes. But we would go to a computer lab every day for that. And it was just like, get X amount of lessons done in the hour that this class is. And me and my friends would always get it done in like 15 minutes because we were like digital natives. We used computers all the time. We knew how to type, and we would just play RuneScape in class the rest of the time. My favorite Bleacher song is Roller Coaster and I Want to Get Better. Those are the first two that I heard. I remember the day that I Want to Get Better came out. I was that was weird. I was in college. I remember I played at a coffee shop gig with some friends. We had a friend who played guitar, and he played guitar and sang, and he had a buddy who also played guitar, and they had like a duo book. Like they had booked an open mic night, like a slot at an open mic night for the two of them, and his friend backed out last minute. And so he was like, "Hey man, you guys play music, me and my roommate. Do you want to like do this open mic night with me? Cause I'm scared to do it by myself." And we were like, "Sure." And we jumped in, and the whole way, like, we practiced earlier in the day. We drove to his apartment. drove back. We drove to the gig. We drove back the whole time. I was like, I just want to listen to this song on repeat because I love it so much.
Come, speak with me.
RuneScape is free on Steam? Wait, is RuneScape not free generally? I lost hours in RuneScape. We played a little bit of RuneScape as part of the oh wait, I already talked to you about all this stuff. We played a little bit of RuneScape as part of my nostalgia games week earlier this year. And like my impression at the end of it was like, man, I wish I would have played a full week of RuneScape instead of just one day. Shirley Sirius, welcome in. How's it going? I've never played, but now it sounds like it would be fun. It's like you see like the predecessor of so many other games inside of RuneScape, in my opinion. Jack's working with Taylor Swift. I'm a massive Taylor. Oh, nice. Yeah. I came around to it from the other side where I knew the format and I knew fun. I knew the format and then I knew fun because of them after that. And then when Fun stopped touring and Jack went to do Bleachers, I listened to that really religiously. And then when I found out that he was working with Taylor Swift, I was like, okay, so Taylor's got to have some quality stuff in the bank. I need to catch up.
How can I help?
If she's working with Jack. It's very grindy, which is my type of game. Yes, exactly. Mining in this game reminds me so much of mining in RuneScape. I used to spend hours just hitting rocks. Ashura, you big, beautiful man, light a candle with me. I'm happy to see you wish to include me in your holiday celebration. I haven't had anyone to light a candle with this time of year since my boy left for the capital. Wait, you have a boy? I didn't know you had a son. I hardly have anything else to hope for next year. This is all I wanted. Aww. I want to kiss him on the cheek. When I go out fishing, I'm always hoping for a prism trout. A good old-fashioned trout dinner is one of my favorite meals.
Take care.
Honestly, more familiar with Jack as producer and songwriter rather than with Bleachers. Well, and I think they've got 3 main albums and like a spin-off or 2, which is really neat. It's good stuff to jump into if you're looking for more stuff. Gone Now, their second album, just so good top to bottom. So good top to bottom. How many times am I allowed to say top to bottom before people start thinking that it sounds weird? Yo, Kev, welcome in. How's it going? How's your Monday? I just realized... Oh, wait, no, I wouldn't have been able to anyway. I was like, I just realized we didn't do ARAM Clash last night, but I didn't get home until 9 o'clock last night. My prices are out of this world. He's wearing a Christmas suit. Wait, that's so cute, actually. That's actually so cute. Want to light a candle with me? Sure, but instead of telling you my hopes and dreams, I'm going to tell you about a special Grimmelkin tradition. During winter lights, all the kittens hang up socks by the fire filled with toys in hopes of luring Sandy Paws, the winter lights pirate. Sandy Paws will come in and try to steal the goodies in the stockings, but the kittens will have prepared the room with booby traps beforehand. The kids who succeed are able to steal toys and candies from the fat old cat, and those they can't, well, they get stolen from. I know you're not a kitten, but here's someplace to hang your socks in case you want to try to entice old Sandy Paws yourself. Oh, he gave me a little a recipe for some decor. That's cute.
Sorry, furball.
You want it to be next Tuesday night? What's next Tuesday night for you, Plumbat? Wait, is next Tuesday night Christmas? Old? Is it Christmas Eve? It is, isn't it? It is, yeah. Next Tuesday is Christmas Eve. I'm a fool. Sandy Paws. I love all of the lore that they've built around Zeki. I think it's really cute. And then he's like the only like Grimmelkin that you see. I don't know. Like they didn't need to add him like as a character, but I feel like it adds a lot of richness that they can be like, look, here's another culture that we can draw from. Sabira, let's go talk to Sabira. I wouldn't be opposed to it being that late, but I want to enjoy the time with my family. Wait. Do you mean ARAM Clash or are we talking about something else? If you want a Taylor recommendation, I highly recommend Getaway Car for album Reputation. When I watched the Eras tour on Disney Plus, this is where everyone finds out that I'm a big Taylor appreciator, actually. When I watched the Eras Tour on Disney Plus, my favorite era was 1989 because I bought that album. That was the last album, like, CD that I bought. I have several vinyls now, but that was the last CD that I bought because it was in the time when Taylor was not putting her music on Spotify, and I wanted to hear her new album, so I went out and bought it, and I listened to it a lot because of that. My second favorite though is Reputation. Reputation rips. She has such good stage presence. My goodness, she's an incredible performer. Regardless of how you feel about her music, her stage presence and her performance is exceptional. How may I assist you? Wanna light a candle? In the order, we don't really celebrate winter lights or other seasonal traditions, but I suppose I can indulge just this once. In the next year, I hope to have discovered the truth behind why your people have reemerged. I know many villagers hope for more joyous, less practical things, but accomplishing my mission will bring me much joy. Aw, I hope you accomplish your mission, Subira. Figure out why I'm here and send me back. Oh, I was like, how do you get down from here? I do not remember. Okay, who else do I have to hit? We can go talk to Tish, cause she's so stinking cute. Tish. Hi, Tish.
I've got some new stuff in the shop.
Life in the valley is peaceful, isn't it? It's sure so magical. I feel so incredible. Lucky that I got to experience it live. Oh, I'm jealous. I would have gone. I would have gone. After seeing the pro shot on Disney Plus, I was like, man, this would be sick to see live. I have one friend who saw it twice in person. Once in Detroit and once in London. Jealous. I may have gotten to go see the Eras Tour for free this year. It was incredible. And you didn't bring me, Paige? I thought we were friends. I thought we were cool. I thought you lived in Wyoming. Oh. Want to light a candle with me, Tish? Oh, a winter lights candle. That means I get to tell you my hopes and dreams. Let me see. What do I want for next year? I hope that next year I get to make more super great friends like you. Aw, she also gave me a belt ornament. I heard you can sometimes find ship fragments when fishing in the ocean. I'd love to make some furniture out of reclaimed wood. I know I don't always say it, but I really appreciate having you on my mind. Hey! Princess Tiffany, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a freaking good Monday. I had to think a lot about what day it was. Blame the coffee. I hope you're having a freaking good Monday. Thanks for making mine a little bit better. Appreciate ya. How brave. I received an extra ticket from a family member in Denver after another person backed out. I was very lucky and very appreciative. And you didn't like sneak me in a handbag or something? I can fold up pretty compact. Graduated on Friday and then the same weekend I saw Ted. Oh, that's sweet. That's super cool. What a good done with school reward. Your positive energy is just what this place needs.
Have a good day.
Thanks, Tish. I try to bring the positive energy. I'm glad that Tish recognizes it. Who else we got? Oh, yeah, let's go down to the library and talk to Kaleri and Gina and Hecla. Hi, Hecla. I love you. You're adorable. Perhaps I may be of assistance. Want to light a candle with me? I can't say I am familiar with the winter lights as the Majiri celebrate. I hope only for the oneness that comes from caring for Gina. But I did get you a frosttide adornment. Please hang it on your frosttide tree and think of me and my Gina. Aw, I've never gotten over how she calls her my Gina. It's very cute. Hey, Al, do you want to light a Roman candle? Light a Roman candle with me. Thanks, Hecla. I love you. Smoochy, smoochy. We already talked to Eloisa. Let's talk to Kaleri. Welcome to the library, everybody. If you need any books, let me know. Our newest set of books are on that shelf. Want to light a candle with me? I never was a fan of candles. They are too dangerous for the books. Dork. So I guess I'll just have to hope that this little stunt of yours does not burn down the library. For next spring, I hope what I hope every season, to learn something new. After all, that is the best way to measure a life, in knowledge earned. That's how you measure a life? That's how you measure 525,600 minutes? Times however long your life is, I guess. How do you measure a year? Also, just so you don't think I'm a curmudgeon who doesn't honor the spirit of the holiday, I've got you this. Hopefully, it shan't risk burning any of your precious volumes. Thanks, Kaleri. No material in the world finer than silk. You can use it to make bookmarks, book jackets, even book pages if you get creative.
Stay out of the
I appreciate your commitment, Kaleri. Oh, girl, you just phased through the floor like it weren't no big deal. Hi, Gina.
Got so much to tell you.
Is that wall missing? That wall didn't render. Look at that. That's funny. Sister K, welcome in. I successfully summoned Sister K with a musical theater reference. That's a cool graduation present. Honestly, perfect timing. For real, for real. I was so lost in my research, I almost didn't see you there. You want to light a candle with me? You want me to light a candle with you? Who could have pictured when I first saw you emerge that we'd be sharing this moment together? It's a tradition when we light a candle to say what we hopes for the new... What we hopes for the new spring. That's a bad translation. I would have said I hope to finally complete my thesis, but now, I guess, I just want to help the humans. To help you. Oh, here. I almost forgot. I got something for your tree. Thanks, girl. So hard to get Heckler something she actually likes. Every time she asks for gifts, she just asks for stuff I like. But I've caught her collecting and planting acorns, so I think she likes those. Okay.
Didn't mean to take up your time.
See you later, Gina. Who else we got? Delilah and Reth. And there's just a random flag in the middle of the square. We'll see if that's somebody. Whoa, how did I get here? You were summoned. We laid down the runes. We performed the ancient ritual. We sang the song, and here you are. Oh, that's super fun. Nobody ever gets me surprise songs. You're out so late, poor dear. Come in and tell old Auntie Delilah what's the matter. You want to light a candle with me, lady? Seeing you with this candle warms more than just me hearth. It also warms me heart. Hopefully this little trinket will help warm up your home as well. Oh, she actually got me a candle. Calaria was worried that she'd burn down my house. But Delilah might actually do it. Badru told me he's been having a hankering for some rosy bitterling lately. Unfortunately, I don't know where to find it.
fairly well.
Probably through a trapdoor in the floor and a scissor lift. That's usually when I show up to a place that I wasn't expecting. That's how it's happened. First a trap, then a trapdoor, then a scissor lift. Or who was it that had that that thing in their stage production where it wasn't like a scissor lift, it was like a trapdoor, and then it like was spring loaded and launched them into the air, and they did like a mega jump. Where is Ref? Did I go to the wrong place? Is he upstairs? Is he in the back? Is he throwing it back? Wait, no, don't answer that. The Reth stands are they're real and numerous, so you got to be careful how you bait them. Reth, girl, where is you? Pretty sure this is Ashura's room? No, that's Ashura's room. I am confusion. Oh, there's a basement. I always forget there's a basement in here. I always forget that there's a basement. Oh, Billie Eilish and Psy did that? I think I saw Billie Eilish do it. But Psy, it also totally makes sense for his
Nice of you to visit.
his aesthetic, his style. We do have an ad starting in just about 2 minutes, just so you know. Sister K, how's your Monday going? Are you heckin' tired? Are you honkin' tired like the rest of us? Funny seeing you here. Or not funny at all, since you live here too. Want to light a candle with me? I was so busy making food for the inn's holiday menu that I guess I kind of forgot to think of what to say if someone asked me to light a candle. Well, I hope that Tish continues to thrive in the village. And I hope people finally learn the value of a good lettuce soup. This is what we all hope for. We all hope for Tish and lettuce soup, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. You were feeling sick over the weekend. I'm so sorry. Could not fall asleep last night, so that tracks. I fell asleep just fine last night. I went to bed like a little bit late, but I feel like not so late that it should affect me like this, you know? The only time Sifu isn't ordering meat, she orders tomato soup. Hey, I respect it. Know what you like and stick with it, right? Fair. One of these days, I just might tell you where I go at night. But for now, that's my little secret. You go to the underground. We know where you go. Also, it's night right now, and you're just in your storeroom. Okay. Wait, does that connect through to the underground somehow? Someday I'll find out when Reth and I become good enough friends. Why is there's a quest indicator in the middle of the square here. But I don't... It's not this. Bow, bow. It's not, it's also not showing up on the... I think it's just a glitch. It's all the way over here. Doo-doo-doo. Unless it's telling me I need to climb up this thing. I don't think it is, though. I think it's just a little glitchy glitch. Who have I haven't talked to Badru. Is that it? Is Badru the only one I haven't talked to? Oh, I haven't talked to Einar. Let's go talk to Badru first. There's also a quest indicator up here at Phoenix Fall. Oh, I wonder... I might know what they are. Or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Wordle was rough for me today. I got in 4, but I was staring at it for a while. You know, I haven't touched that in a hot second. Weren't the New York Times staff like striking or something about Wordle? Wasn't there like a strike about not using Wordle for a bit? I do not remember. I already know how I can sleep better, but it's not realistic at this point. Is it knocking yourself unconscious with a frying pan every night? Al, I don't know if that's necessarily advised. The stay awake for 36 hours and then drink a couple espresso martinis and lay down. I gotta sneeze. That was like the most sudden sneak up on me sneeze ever. That was wild. I'm so sorry. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, Paige got you back on Wordle? Archaeologists digging on a pyramid in Egypt have found a mummy covered in nuts and chocolate. Experts believe it to be Pharaoh Rocher. Nomad, welcome in. Incredible dad joke to enter the chat too. How's your Monday going? Oh, I love that so much. Don't boo her. She's right. Oh, Badru. Where are you, sweetie pie? Absolutely incredible. I have silly thoughts of what would make me sleep better, but I know they're true, and I will not share them at this time. I will not inquire further then. Oh, that beetle just scared me. Audrey, are you sleeping? Are you eeping? Cat with Badru.
Do our best.
I hope you've been reaping good harvest lately. Light a candle with me, Dad. Wowee! I knew you lit up this village, Goop. I just didn't know it was literal. Let me think. For this... Oh, that's so sweet of him. Let me think. For this next year, I hope for a good harvest and for Delilah and the boys to be happy. Don't leave so fast. I got you a little something, too. Hopefully, this will raise your spirits as much as lighting that candle did mine. I would die for Badru. I would die for Badru. Then I just finished Monday Reddit with Smosh, which was a heckin' banger this week. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. It's so fascinating to me that like Smosh is. I know that Smosh like never stopped, but that it's like back and big again is wild to me. Because I remember like when Smosh started. Tree and I used to watch a lot of Smosh. Can't believe Zeki raised prices on corn seeds again. At this rate, I'm going to have to ask you to lend me an ear. Bellarum wrote that, I'm pretty sure. Have I think I've talked to everybody. Oh, I haven't talked to Najuma or Einar. Let's start with Einar. And then, oh, I also haven't talked to Tamale or whatever her name is. Is it rude to call her Tamale? Yeah, Anthony and Ian, like they came back to the company. I think it was Anthony had left, but he came back last year, the year before. It's wild. Well, and they had been struggling for a while, and Mythical bought them, and then they sold them back, which is really cool. The internet is wild. Old YouTubers like showing up for each other. Wild. Yeah, I did not want to get out of bed this morning. I had to force myself out of bed. It was an experience. But I felt okay until I was driving back from dropping off Space Ghost, and then suddenly where am I going? I have him marked on the map, and I'm still going to the wrong places. Oh, it's because he's in his house. I was pathing to the pond. He was at his home. Boom, 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 which is over here. I always forget. Yeah, they did for a while. I don't believe that they own them anymore, but for a few years there, yeah. When Smosh was struggling, they brought them under the Mythical banner. Hi, talk to me. Hey.
Salutations.
Thank you. How can I be of service? Wanna light a candle? I see you have brought me a wax stick. I believe it is customary to express one's desires for the following annual cycle while lighting such a wax stick. Let us see. I desire to continue fishing, and for you to enjoy this beautiful adornment. Aw. I have been looking for a particularly wry, red-bellied piranha to act as a companion. Let me know if you spot one. Of course, Einar. Wait, do I have one? What if I did? I probably don't. I don't. It's always hard. The week before vacation is just, it feels like it drags forever. I would always struggle with like, I would feel like I had like no work and I was just like passing the time, and then I'd get to the like last day before my vacation and I'd be like, why do I suddenly have so much stuff to do? I can't take a vacation. No shot, no way. Oh, let's go over to Bahari Bay and see our friends Najuma and Tamale. On Palia to collect all the chests the other day, and I couldn't find my way around because all this snow. It's a little bit disorienting in the sense of like when you're so used to seeing something a certain way and it suddenly changes even a little bit. It feels a little bit tough to navigate. What is that? Why is that directing me towards? Oh, it's directing me towards the Temple of the Waves so I can chat with Sabira and advance the story. People from Mythical show up in Smash videos. Oh yeah, all the time. All the time. They've had Shane on so much Mythical Kitchen stuff now. He did a last meals. What is it? Shane Top? That's his last name. I could not think of it for a moment. I like all of this like little the little Winter Light storyline thing, like going to talk to everybody about their hopes and dreams. That's really cute. That's really cute. They did a good job with that. Oh, Najuma, where are you? Wait, where are you? Aren't you usually over here? Oi! Girlfriend, where'd you go? What are you doing over here? I ain't never seen you somewhere that was not over by the side of this pond. Oh, are you sleeping? Oh no, you're like, I've never seen her work in the workshop before. Is that coincidence?
Are you...
We were talking Smosh, yeah. Groceries will be delivered soon. Hey, so how are you going to handle that, T? Are you asking if I'll bring the groceries inside? Perhaps. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the chat, my wife, Katie Lovebug. Can I get an exclamation T in the chat? Some people think it's boring all the way out here, but I like it. Want to light a candle? Hey kid, you want to play with fire? Really? You want to light a candle with me? Usually I just celebrate with my dad. Let me see. What do I want to share? Next year, I guess I just hope my dad trusts me a little more. I hope that wasn't an overshare. I guess that was 2 hopes. Aw.
We can talk later.
We can talk later. She reminds me of Tristana. Thank you, Cably. We're supposed to have like a little, not like a recital, but like for Space Ghost's gymnastics class tonight, they're allowed to invite an extra person, like an extra adult, to watch. And the kids are supposed to do like a little dance to All I Want for Christmas Is You. And Space Ghost did not want to participate. She doesn't want to learn an organized dance, is the thing. She just wants to go to the center of the room and do her own dance. And so 2 weeks ago, you're only allowed to bring 1 extra person, Sister K. I mean, honestly, Mom was the person that we invited first because she's the one who paid for it, but Caitlin's mom was second on the list. Sorry. She didn't really care to learn the dance 2 weeks ago, and then this past week she was sick, so she missed her gymnastics class. So I'm like a little bit nervous about how this is gonna work out tonight. Yeah, I think if you're working today, I think you would. It's at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But honestly, if it was a recital, like in a theater or something, it'd be cool to have a bunch of people go to it. But again, she's 2 years old in a gymnastics class for 2-year-olds. It's kind of a wild experience. Oh, so you can go on your lunch break is what you're saying. She would do like maybe a third of the moves that they were trying to teach her 2 weeks ago. But then, okay, that song came on later. Hold. That song came on later, and she totally like did a couple of the moves by herself. So like she clearly listened. She clearly picked some of it up. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna take a lesson today. We're gonna lean into being flexible. That's our big goal for today. I believe the groceries are being delivered. Somebody looks like they're trying to back into my garage. Although honestly, I'm a little bit concerned on how they're pulling this off. They're taking a real tight turn. My garage? My driveway. Somebody's trying to back into my driveway, not my garage, to be clear. She does know a lot of moves from music class. Well, so that might be the problem, is that in music class, she's allowed to just run to the center of the room and dance her own way by spinning in circles. But, not the move for the choreographed dance, you know? I can tell that it's close to lunchtime here. I think both my kids would love gymnastics, but I don't know if gymnastics would love them back. That's fair. For young kids, the teachers are pretty like understanding and flexible about things. Please do stay and chat a while. You know how much I enjoy our talks. Want to light a candle? If you want to heat things up between us, I can think of some better ways than lighting a candle, darling. Is she hitting on me? Everybody, you know I have a bad read for if video game characters are hitting on me. Please tell me. Is she? If you're bringing me this because you hope to learn my secrets, well, you'll just have to try a bit harder. Mom, I'm scared. If you see a night moth flutter past, would you mind catching it for little old me? I need it for a sleep spell some of the villagers obviously rely on to get their beauty rest. I think we could all use a sleep spell right now. Let's all just go take a nice little nap. A nice little snoozer. Okay, I think that's everybody. I think I've talked to everyone. Oh, wait, I haven't talked to Hassian. Okay, I kind of forgot he existed for a second. I also haven't talked to Tao. I hope Tao will light a candle with me. But yeah, gymnastics class for a 2-year-old is a fascinating experience because like most classes, like most group classes for things like this, when you're this young, are like for kids between the ages of 1 and 3, and that is such like a broad, like a broad age range that like the difference between a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old is huge in what they can like do with their body, like how coordinated they are. And so it's like some of the like activities that they do, some of the movements that they do are very, very simple, and some of them are like just a little too complex for Space Ghost. We do a lot of, we're gonna modify this to make it work for us. My sleep has been wonky for the past 2 weeks. I'm this close to taking melatonin gummies to help me sleep. I have done that in the past. I haven't needed to recently, which is really nice. I usually take like a melatonin gummy when I know that I really need to sleep, like because I need energy for the next day because I'm doing something big. But I also know that because I'm doing something big the next day, I will be anxious about sleeping. Oh, hey, look, it says Garuda Waifu and I are still in a party. I didn't even realize that. I'm going to leave the party so that it doesn't cause any glitches. Wait, are any of you Fabiol? If anybody here is Fabiol, let me know and I'll add you. Otherwise, I'm going to delete this request. Leave party. There we go. Melatonin gives me the worst nightmares. Really? Interesting. I've never heard of that before. That is fascinating. Now I'm worried that now that I know this, it's going to happen to me. Like, that's how Benadryl was for me. I had taken it with no problem for a good long time, and then somebody was like, doesn't that make you drowsy? And I was like, no, is that a thing? And they were like, yeah, Benadryl makes you drowsy. A lot of people use it as a sleep aid. And the next time I took Benadryl, I was like, oh my God, I'm so sleepy. I'm so freaking tired. I did that for a while and messed me up more later on while falling. So yeah, I don't want to use that kind of thing enough where I like get in the habit of it. I'm also very grateful that I don't have like clinical insomnia. You know, I've never struggled too bad with that. The nights where I struggle to sleep are usually few and far between. Not least of all because I tend to exhaust myself. Tao! Rough! Want to light a candle with me? Tao looks at the candle and you realize you have to light it for him. You light it and he wags his tail in excitement. Afterwards, he nudges you a round ball. Aww! This was adorable. I love you so much, Tao. Tao seems to be in an extra playful mood. A striped Chapatail would make the perfect toy to smack around. I love that. You're adorable.
I don't have time for this.
Yes? Want to light a candle with me? I'm honored that you chose to share your light with me. As is tradition, I suppose I must tell you my hopes for next year. Well, I suppose my greatest hope is that the people around here finally come to their senses about the Choppa. Yo, Red Zero. Nice. Also, I saw that the grocer's here. Give me a second, T. This is my last person to talk to. I suppose my greatest hope is that the people around here finally come to their senses about the Choppa. Were you hoping for something more personal? What can I say? I'm a simple man. You're looking for something to do with Sernuk antlers. I have it on good authority. My mother is making an antler chandelier. Heard, chef. Nice groceries are here. Okay, give me a second to go bring those groceries inside, and I will be right back. And I'll give you this while I'm gone. Y'all, I like went to reach into a grocery bag and pull my arm back and just like slammed my elbow into the corner of the vent hood on our stove. Right on the funny bone. Oh, I was holding a box and I just like let go of it. I was like, my arm is suddenly jelly. It felt really good. Highly recommend. Also, I got a little snack. Yo, Artsy, nice catch. Also, welcome in. How you doing? How were the Goopymon, everybody? How did they treat us? Lely picked one up. Red Zero picked one up. Artsy picked one up. Cav picked one up. Cat sniped one. Cabley picked up an Iggly Hammer 69 and sniped it. Nice. There were 2 snipes in a row in there. Oh, there was a swarm of Iggly Hammers. Lely sniped one as well. Cabley picked up 2 Iggly Hammer 69s. Diggity dang. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was a lot. Wow. That was a lot of Goopymon that just went out. Holy moly. Well done, everybody. Can I please direct your attention to the Iggly Hammer several of us caught? Yes, yes, yes. That's a good new favorite. Such slippery mons today. Oh yeah, they're little wiggle worms, I tell you what. I'm doing great, ready to survive work. I love that you're ready to survive work. If you weren't, we would have some questions. Okay, I think I've talked to everybody now. I don't think I've missed anyone. Nobody lives like out at the lighthouse or anything. What news do I have? Oh, I have probably a bunch of Twitch drops. Redemption failure? What? Oh, I gotta make sure my... Okay. Let's return home. Enjoy your meeting, Reese. I hope it goes well. I hope you get a $60 an hour raise. And also like 5 more days off. That would be great. Just like 5 more days off. Not like too many days off. Just like 5. Let's sell all these fish I don't need. Bam, 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 bam. We'll keep this. We'll keep this. We'll keep this. We'll keep this. I have a lot of like decorations to put up. We can sell some weeds to local youths. And I think we're good here. Lore Flame. Definitely that $60 an hour raise, right? Could it, just imagine how much easier your life would be if you just had an extra $60 an hour. Just think about it. It'd be great. Okay. I have so many decorations. Let's start out here. And like yeet some of these at different places. There's a nice little planter. Let's put this over here. That feels good. That feels good. We've got a coat rack. Maybe inside for the coat rack. Over by the door? Why not? We've got 6 candle ornaments. Oh, is this a... Wait, what is this a bird bath? It's definitely a bunt cake pan. That is hilarious. Right in here. Exceptional. Oh, and then I have a clothesline here. Close out by this this window. Oh no, that's not. Let's center it. If we're gonna place it, let's place it centered. That's better. Maybe not perfect, but better. If I can get an extra $6 an hour, I'd be happy. I wish that for you too. Maybe just a $66 an hour raise then. What else have I got here? Candle, Christmas tree. Oh, I have this picnic table. Put this out here by our picnic blanket. Our picnic blanket. Maybe by like the corner of the house. Hold some of our gardening supplies, I guess. I also have a bed. Should that go out here with all my other makeshift stuff? I feel like that's an inside thing. Maybe it should go in the bug room. Little guest bedroom. Where you can sleep with the bugs if you want. Why not? Okay, and then I think I just have like Christmas tree and whatnot. Sorry, what was it called? Winter's Tide tree? How about in our little treasure room? Oh, it's so lovely. It's big. It's a big boy. What if I just put it in the center of the room? Oh, or like the center in here could be nice. There we go. Lovely. And then we have a candle that I don't know where to put. We can put it like here, I guess. Or over here with this thing. Sure. Can I light it? You can't actually light the candle that you go around lighting with everybody. That's a little bit sad. Okay, and then can I... Oh, that's so cool, actually, that you can actually put them on the tree. I love that. That is a great touch. They did good with that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to put this one inside of the tree. I'm going to put some of the on fire stuff inside of the tree. That's going to be good. Here, they give you a lot of candles. They give you a lot of fire. I'm not mad about that. I just wanted to point it out. Lovely. And then we've got some these little hangy boys. The spacing on the ornaments is interesting. Kind of chaotic. DBH. We've got some bells. I like that we get to like trim the tree. This is a process that I am enjoying more than I really thought that I would, to be honest. And it was nice that it started with like going to talk to everybody, you know? One more. Where are we void of bells? There? Why not? And then some balls. Let's throw some balls on this tree. You know, as the kids say. One more this week, but these have been bad. Oh no. I was just telling T that doing interviews is kind of wild because you run into some odd situations. Like the situation where you have too many bad candidates is almost the best situation. For me at least. If you have a bunch of bad candidates, it's easy. You just don't pick them. But the most frustrating for me was always when we would just have like a bunch of really good candidates. You know? It's like I don't want to let any of these people seem quality. I don't want to let them down. I don't want to like I want to work with them. They seem really cool, but I have to tell them no. I have to tell like 3 of the 4 of them no. Please welcome to the council our latest plushie members, Redfish and Catfish. Yeah, you got to throw some balls on there, Paige. That's just the way things go. That's just the way it is. Seems like a fire hazard. That's what I'm all about, you know? Put the candles inside the dried pine tree. Look at that. You can see it just peeking through. You can't even see the candle itself. And then I also have, you know, because I'm still decorated for fall, I still have my floating candles out here. And those are going to stay there. I don't think I'm ever getting rid of those pumpkins. I mean, unless I do like a full redo on the decorations. Oh, you're hiring for multiple locations? That seems stressy. That seems stressy.
I'm so glad.
Gina, what's up, girl? So, how was handing out all the candles? It was fun. I honestly had more fun with that than I expected. I enjoyed that experience far more than I thought I would. Whew, I'm glad you liked it. I was so afraid you wouldn't. So, now that I know you like it, do you want to light a candle for me? We already lit a candle. You sure that isn't a trick candle? It's not a trick candle, I promise. Now I realize you're joking and I feel silly. Let's just move on. So, what are your hopes for next year? Oh, this is the first time that I've lit a candle. I understand now. I mean, I do want to travel to a new land. I want to go to the Elderwoods so bad. I just want to chill as an option, though. I want to be rich. I want to solve the mystery of my existence. I want to travel to a new land. Travel. That's a good one. There are a lot of fun places around here to check out, like maybe the Elderwood or Bahari City. Is this foreshadowing? Are they saying that we're going to get Bahari City next after Elderwood? I'd love to stay and chat longer, but you probably have a lot of other things to do. Why don't you take this bigger candelabra in case other people stop by to light candles with you? Oh, and have a wonderful winter lights. Aw. Oh, I got recipes for all of the all of the ornaments. That's nice. I also got an antler mount and a candelabra. Let's put the... Oh my goodness, it's big too. They were not honking around with that thing. Sheesh. Big candle boys. Put the candelabra here, I guess. I don't ever know what to do with decorations. I just slap them at the first place that seems to make sense a little bit. All right, y'all, it's hot tub time. Let's all take a nice little rest. That would be freaking amazing. I want to go to Bahari. Right? It seems like they talk so much about it. It feels like they have to eventually. And I've talked about it in the past, Tindaloo. Like my dream for this game would be for it to be like as big as a game, like release World of Warcraft. I mean, World of Warcraft is freaking huge now because they just keep expanding it. But like if this game got to the size of like original World of Warcraft, that would be so cool to have so many different places to go and different characters and quests and whatnot. Like I would lose my freaking gourd. And like it would be really cool to say that I was here when it was just, 2 locations or 3 locations when Elderwood comes out, like I don't know. It seems very exciting. As long as they can, like keep up interest in the game. Like, could you imagine 10 years from now this game's as big as World of Warcraft is and you're like, "Oh yeah, I was there. I remember when there were like 10 characters." I almost relapsed into WoW last week. I'm holding strong for now. I've been close. When The War Within came out, I was like, "Oh, it looks cool. Oh, it's like the first in a 3-part expansion thing." Like, if it wasn't a subscription game, maybe. Yo, Coffee for Days, welcome in. I feel like I needed this. I needed a non-stressy game for today. After how I was feeling earlier, I'm still feeling a little bit floaty, but definitely I've regained some more energy at least, and that's good. Let's go to a pond and do a little bit more fishing, I guess. Oh, you know what we haven't done in a long time? I'm gonna do a dumb thing, y'all. I'm gonna do a dumb thing. Everybody get excited. My husband keeps saying he'll play with me, which isn't helping because we did not know each other in our WoW days, so it'd be such a fun bonding experience. But no, I can't. I must stay strong. So Plumbat, what you're saying is I need to pivot to be... Yo, that's Chungus Jones right there. I need to pivot to be a World of Warcraft streamer, and then we need to start a Goop Troop guild. Is that what I'm hearing? Or did I hear that wrong? Totally possible that I heard that wrong. Could you just imagine the Goop Troop like doing a big raid? All right. I haven't done the tower in years, generations, decades, Millennia. This is gonna be bad. I'm excited for it. Oh! I immediately failed. I looked at chat. It's all your fault, chat. Oh. I think you heard correctly. Oh, shoot. Well, everyone's cool with me just completely pivoting my content strategy and becoming an exclusively World of Warcraft streamer, right? I've seen people getting really into the hardcore. I think it's WoW Classic has hardcore, where like if you die, you die. If you die in the game, you die in real life. I've seen people do this so quickly. It makes me want to rush through it, but I know I probably shouldn't. Play it safe, because I'm not that experienced with it. Or maybe I should just rush through. Maybe I should speed strats. I've gotten to what some people call IKEA Tower, and that's as far as I've gone. No, oh boy, I'm playing like a fool. I've seen my husband rage worse over the tower than like Apex or Rocket League. Oh my goodness. Well, it's like it's the poster child for like sunk cost fallacy, right? Of like, you're like, no, I've gotten so far. I've spent so much time on this. I have to keep going. I have to keep going. I get it. I also have to keep going. If I got into an MMO, I'm obligated to make it Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, no. You can't legally... What the heck? You can't legally make somebody do Roman numerals this early in the morning. And by this early in the morning, I mean it's almost noon, but still. We have standards to maintain. I almost played Final Fantasy 14. My problem with Final Fantasy is that all of my friends who play it are like way... Oh my goodness, I suck. I promise I've gotten way further than this. All my friends who play it are like way far into it. And so like, I don't think it would be as fun to play as it would with somebody who's like fresh playing it. Whereas WoW, there's some stuff that like I'd be comfortable like power leveling through, or like, I don't know, whatever. Cause I played it a long time ago for so long. It would be neat if they did like a... Well, wait. WoW is like free to play up to a certain level, isn't it? Oh, God. Am I talking myself into this? I shouldn't be. Y'all should not be letting me do that. Whoa, I accidentally double jumped there. That was almost bad. I think the first time that I did the tower, I didn't have a glider yet. And that was a problem. Play the heck out of it before Soph, but I can't. Oh, no! I gotta stop reading chat. Can't get into it again. I gave up on the tower after the rotating rocks to the cliffs in the sky. Oh, that over there where they're like spinning. Yo, last time we did this, somebody showed me this trick. I think I remember how to do this. If you don't read this within 5 seconds, you will not receive your gift. What? Y'all seen the nightclubs in Final Fantasy 14? A lot of them stream on Twitch in the DJ category. Really? That is wild. Too late? I mean, that's fair. I don't need any gifts. I have the gift of friendship, and that's all that matters. Yeah, this still works. I hate it. There were 2 days I was concerned because all he would do is the tower. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever even played the tower 2 days in a row. Luckily today I have like a time limit. Oh shoot. Oh wait. What? Grab on, Goop, you dingbat. It did take me quite a while to get like even to that part with the big ring. You have to first like learn how the game works, like how movement in this game works. And then you figure out there's a lot of places that you can just like skip things, which is nice. Whoop, that was smooth but almost terrible, which is how I describe myself very often. I wonder where Lawrence goes when you're climbing like this. Yeah, where is he? Lawrence is my kitty cat, if anyone was curious. We love him. Bro. He just wouldn't let go. Silly Goop. Okay. The part that really wrecked me is it's that part over there with all of the like tables. That part messes me up. I do not feel confident in my movements, but we're here. We're doing the thing. Oh, we almost fell right through that crack. Woo, that was a very confident move from me. Definitely put my pet away during temples because it stresses me out with him following me to all these precarious places. Aww! That's so cute, actually. I've seen people just like slam. No! I've seen people just like slam through that, and I obviously cannot. Obviously cannot. I think I'll give this like one more earnest try. Goop. Goop, what are you doing, my guy? Freaking hold on. My man's out here freaking holding on loosely. I need him to hold on tightly. That was almost bad. That was about to be the end of it. I was gonna say I'm about to take like one more earnest attempt at this, but if I would have just fallen there completely, I would have just left. It's the day drinking. Classic Goop. Classic Goop. I mean, you know, the funny thing is, like, nothing's stopping me from day drinking. I mean, I guess I have to watch my kid later, but like tomorrow, nothing's stopping me from day drinking. I work for myself. Technically, I work a lot. Hey, that's where he goes. He floats in the sky. Mystery solved. No. Okay. All right. Okay. Purple Blur redeemed emote only chat. Oh, goodness. Okay. Good luck. What is this? Does it say 5 minutes in there for emote only? Set a timer for 5 minutes. Enjoy your emotes, friends. Oh, my goodness. As I just like donk everything. Yeah, show me your best emotes. Show me your favorite emotes. Show me the emotes that make you question your existence on this website. Show me the emotes that really make you go, why did somebody create that? There we go. This man does not want to grab on. He does not want to grab the thing. The poop knife, that one definitely makes me question who is making this? Why does this exist? Why? I like that this is fine emotes have become pretty standard on Twitch. That brings me a good amount of joy. Oh my goodness, Goop, you almost walked right off the edge there. Is that a long Fall Guys bean? I hate that. The long bean in Fall Guys is my least favorite skid. Oh! Look here. Look. It's not my fault that this man can't grab on when he needs to. I apparently can't do this while coffee drunk. There are so many butt emotes too. That one a mushroom running back and forth? Oh, it's a panic emote. I understand. We've all panicked a little bit. Oh, Plumbat, do you like bats or something? I never would have guessed. Oh, hey, look, it just happens to be hot pot time. Wait, is there nobody here? There's 3 people here, but the game is in progress. Okay, more people are showing up. Cool. I'm just going to play hot pot instead. The tower betrayed me too many times. The Office Kevin Keck. Incredible. Wait, Shush is a global emote? I didn't even know that. This person's name is Moldy Skydiver, and that makes me a little uncomfy. Oh, just a little uncomfy. Yo, Shibby, welcome in. How's it going? How's your Monday? Hope you're doing well. Are those teeth? Yeah, they are. Feral emote. Oh. We all get a little feral sometimes. It's fine. What is it? That gull one, Tindaloo? That's incredible. Wine Divine. We've got Moldy Skydiver and Wine Divine. Can we get a 4th? Wait, is that a reindeer licking feet? From Lil Bobby Mac? What the heck? The cuff emote makes sense. My goodness. How much time is left on my timer? 1 minute left on emote only chat, y'all. Use them if you got them. Wait, you got daddy and mommy emotes? Oh, all from the same person too. Oh, I gotta like play the game. I forgot. I totally forgot that when I'm playing games, I have to play the game. Is that Dean Winchester? It is. The screaming goat is good too. Y'all have some good emotes. Y'all have some good emotes. Up in her. Up in her. I guess I'll take potato. You know, potato. Oh, we did end up with a 4th. We got Pepsi Kerpepolis here. Shaky dog. Here's Johnny. Oh, look, more potato. Welcome back to the world of chat. Welcome back to the world of text, everybody. What are that? Is that a pigeon wearing a glove on its head to look like a rooster? What's happening there? Oh, yo, I get triple potato. There's a Santa Claus looking afoot. Are y'all doing okay? Can I ask, are y'all doing okay? Does anybody need like a hug or something? I don't know. We can find somebody to give you a hug. Nobody's doing okay today. Okay, all right, okay. I thought it would help if we stopped distracting. It made me give up immediately. It was not the emote only chat that made me give up. I was like, I've made too many silly mistakes. It is time. I do need a hug. Can somebody give KV Nashki a hug, please? Please, can somebody look up in the directory who KV Nashki's designated hug giver is? And please alert them to the need for hug. Or, yeah, a group hug works as well. Please feel free to group hug. Yeah, bring it on in. Oh, I'm feeling it. I feel like things just like hit a lull. Oh, I'll take that. And now I'm like back to the sleepy eepies. I do typically eat lunch. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I need not those nudes. I'll take those nudes. Why not? And then I need either a garlic or a... Oh, nope, never mind. We finished it up there. Let's eat. Get me back in. Get me some more prize points. I need plushies. My designated huggers are far away. Well, tell them to make the drive. Yeah, today's a half day. I don't know. I sometimes do lunch on Mondays. I don't think I'm going to today. Like I think I'm going to wrap up a little bit early today, so that I can rest before maybe get in even a quick nap before Space Ghost gets home. That could be goated with the sauce. I should have taken that. That would have completed a set. I'm a fool. Boots is causing chaos. He's getting into stuff he's not supposed to be in. They gave me that meat again. That was lovely of them. That was so nice. Oh. My worry is the last time on my... Reth, what are you doing, buddy? Did you see that? My dude just like danced through the table. I have never seen that before. That was incredible. My problem with Mondays is like feeling this way is that it reminds me of that time that I was like, and we're going to do a spooky stream tomorrow unless I end up sick. And then I ended up sick because I was feeling sleepy at the end of that stream. So now I'm scared of that. Oh, hey, look, I just won. Way to go, team. Huzzah. You want nudes? You want me to send... I mean, I have some pasta in my fridge that you could have, Kev. If you want. I can send you a Snapchat of those nudes if you'd like. They've got Alfredo sauce on them. And you know what? I just realized that I ate those yesterday and then went to a rehearsal for a thing. And I was like, this is risky because I might have to poop my pants during the rehearsal, but I did not poop my pants during the rehearsal. So that was great. Also, there's an ad starting like right now. Thank you to anybody who's about to watch an ad. I appreciate it. It's very helpful. They're going to be like reheated microwave nudes, but nudes are nudes, you know? Tasty, it's fusilli with Alfredo sauce, if that's what people... Thank you. I think more people should tell me I'm doing a good job when I don't poop my pants. Normalize congratulating me for not pooping my pants. Oh yeah, look, a third garlic. Lovely. So now I just need a third tofu cube. Give me the tofu. Give me the tofu. Oh! Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Nice. That's 2 in a row, baby. Let's go. And these guys get back into the game really quick. Can Advanced GG make an immunity formula, please, and thanks? We got to keep our streamers healthy. I mean, honestly, just like a vitamin boost, like a daily multivitamin, I could use it. I could heckin' use it. I ran. That's the thing I should have asked T to put on the grocery order. I ran out of daily vitamins a while back, and I never reordered them. I'm a fool. What was I thinking? Give me something good. Garlic. Yo, May, welcome in. How's it going? Like, seriously, give me a tasty multivitamin drink. I'm about that. What does the hydration offer? It does say it has vitamins in it. So maybe I need to drink some hydration juice. Contains clinically studied ingredients that improve hydration. Healthier, more effective, better tasting alternative to sugary sports drinks. Close enough. Close enough to a daily multivitamin, right? Dude, dishes are a freaking scam, May. They are a freaking scam. Every day I look at the dishes and I go, why are there more dishes? Yes. Wait, is that why? My wife is an icon. She bought paper plates because I've been complaining about dishes so much lately. Ah. I have to do dishes like twice a day every day. It sucks. It sucks. I hate it. The worst is when you do the dishes and you get done with the dishes and then there are still more dishes. That should be illegal. That should be illegal. Welcome back, anybody who is just on that ad break. Again, I appreciate you so much for watching that ad. It's very helpful to the channel. If you hate ads, maybe consider subscribing or getting Twitch Turbo or begging somebody for a sub in the chat, respectfully. Ooh, a carrot. Okay, I just need one nude. There are 3 of y'all in your household. I live alone. I mean, it still doesn't feel good. It still don't feel good. A 4th carrot? A 4th carrot has entered the chat. Give me nudes. Give me nudes. You just hacked how many dishes, emptying it first thing in the morning, then filling it throughout the day. Honestly, the thing that I hate the most is emptying the dishwasher. Filling the dishwasher, I don't care. I don't care. Emptying the dishwasher sucks. I never want to do it. I never want to do it. We went through a little while where we did the like, let's empty it right away and then like add things as we dirty them. But like it never lasts. Never lasts for us. Oh yeah, if you have Prime, you could use your primer too. I forgot about that, Artsy. Thank you for shilling for me. I appreciate it. Wait, that scam emote is actually top tier. I need that. You have a 7:30 a.m. meeting? That's a scam. That is a scam right there if I've ever heard one. Oh, I didn't open up my my Pokemon cards this morning. Y'all, I opened like 15 cards in the TCG Pocket thing this weekend, and I only got 1 new card out of all of that. It was ridiculous. Start work at 6:30, also a scam. Honestly, I don't know that I could handle that anymore. I used to start work at 6, and that was... But I was a young man full of energy back then. Now I'm just some dork. This is my first apartment with a dishwasher. Never had this luxury before, and I still hate doing dishes. We've had dishwashers. We didn't. I gotta think about it. The first 2 places that we lived, we did not have a dishwasher. When I lived with Kev, we like never used the dishwasher. We had one, but we like very rarely used it. We always just hand washed our dishes because we were all doing our own. Just carry my dishes up the stairs and put them into my mom's dishwasher. You mind if my brother is over downstairs now for my mom, and usually she empties it out and comes down with a tray of my clean dish. That is so nice. Every household has a dishwasher. I remember one time going on vacation with my family, and we got, oh wait, why did I do that? We got to the, oh, that was what that dude needed. We got to the place that we were staying. It was like a big family reunion type thing. We got to the place where we were staying, and we like, you know, you get to your vacation house or whatever, and you run around and you check everything out. And I remember one of my siblings going, I don't see a dishwasher. And my dad going, what are you talking about? There's like 8 dishwashers in this house. And we were like, what? And he was like, yeah, all of you. Talking about all us kids. What a rude dude. Rude dad dude. I tell you what. Did we have one? Yeah, we definitely did. I only remember using it once, and it was at the very end of the year. I also have disposable plates, and they're very helpful when I have low spin. Yeah, that's gonna be my go-to soon here. Because like with T being pregnant, it like I'm not gonna tell her to do the dishes. I've been doing like the majority of the housework because she's doing the work of checks notes, growing a literal human being, shepherding a soul into this plane of existence. So yeah, I do a lot of dishes, but having paper plates, I'm about to lean into that. I'd rather take the trash out than do the dishes. My husband and I hate chores, so we split them between the two of us and then swap occasionally to keep it exciting. Ooh, keeping that spice in your marriage. It's just not that huge a thing in households in Thailand, so I didn't grow up with one. We always just hand washed, but a few years back, my rich grandparents got themselves one, tried it out, decided they hated it, and now use it as a drying rack. That's hysterical. We had one, but my family did more hand washing, and we traded off who helped with them each week. We had one growing up, but we always just had to like essentially hand wash the dishes before we put them in. Like my parents were like, the dishwasher is just for sanitizing. And then when I moved in with T and we got an actual dishwasher, she was like, you know, you can just like put them in the dishwasher. Like you don't have to clean them first. And I was like, that's not true. And then I would like did it one time to prove to her that it wasn't true. And then it turned out it was totally true. You don't have to wash your stuff unless it's really, really, really like sticky or caked on stuff. You can just put it in the dishwasher and it'll just work. Occasionally I have to rewash something, but wild. Yes. Ooh, okay. Actually, I think that makes this a quite good time to wrap things up for the day. It's past noon. Like I said, I'm real tired, y'all. And I would just like a little bit of time to rest before Space Ghost gets home. So thank you for being here. I'm going to call it a day here. I appreciate y'all being here for a nice little short morning stream with me. Let me find a beautiful bean to yeet all of you lovely, beautiful beans at. Oh, yo, Fi-Fi's playing Band of Thieves? Nice. Thanks for being here, y'all. I appreciate ya. It's always so nice to like be able to spend my Monday with people. And so I appreciate you so much. Like it's just Mondays are hard no matter what for me, I feel like, and being able to kind of share, especially in a place like this where I feel like totally cool with being open and honest about like I'm having a rough day. I'm super tired. I'm maybe drunk from my coffee. It feels nice. It feels nice. Did we raid Danny last week? I feel like we did. Did we? For real, nobody wants to stream on Monday, so I extra appreciate it. Well, I remember you telling me that too. And I was like, I mean, I'm usually on unless I have to cancel stream for whatever reason, which happens too often on Mondays. Like, dang, I should take advantage of that. I should make sure that I'm live on Mondays so that people have someone to hang out with. Is that a Ripe hoodie? It is. Ripe is one of my favorite bands. We saw them live in Kalamazoo a couple of years ago, and that was one of 2 times in my life that I drove home and definitely had the thought of I should not be driving right now. They're so freaking good. They are, yeah. One of my favorite bands for sure. When I just need to be in a good mood, like when I'm really, really down in the dumps, usually I listen to the album Gone Now by Bleachers, top to bottom. And then And then I listened to some Ripe. They are very, very good. I was a little bit too tipsy after that. It was at Bell's Brewery. The drinks were good. Okay, let's find somebody to yeet all of you at. I actually have a good deal of people here. Here, I know that a lot of people are here for some Palia, so let me yeet you at another person who's playing Palia. I think. They're in a face cam right now, so I gotta check. But they are another and we'll send you that way no matter what. They're another lovely evergreen streamer. And I would appreciate it if you would go and show them a little bit of love. My Scream in the Car band is definitely Linkin Park. Oh, everybody needs a Scream in the Car band. For real, for real. I've got a few. I listen to old emo music from like my middle school days when I need to. My middle school days when I need to scream in the car. For sure, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna hit the start raid button here. Do me a favor, go show Explora Notes some love. I'll get you some raid massages here. There we go. Pick one of these, paste it into I think her name is Laura. I don't know that we've ever raided her before, but go show some love. If you are not subbed, don't worry. You can use this raid 2 message. It's got global emotes, so everybody can participate. Yeah, that's all I got for today. Thank you for being here again. So lovely on a freaking Monday to spend some time together. I will be back tomorrow. I really want to finish Dave the Diver. I also had a great time playing Crowd Control Supermarket Simulator. Maybe I need to wait on that so that y'all can save your crowd control. We're gonna do more crowd control on Friday with City Skylines. But anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll be here tomorrow. Probably Dave the Diver tomorrow. I really want to finish that game. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would love to see you there. In the meantime, please do me the biggest of favors. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to each other. Thank you so much for hanging out this morning. I appreciate you. I love you all so much. Have a great day. Bye.